presentation is brought to you by Smoooth Productions.
What is going on, party people? It is your boy Smoooth. That's Smoooth with 3 O's. Welcome to another edition of Smoooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. Tonight, we have an amazing show in store. This is something that has been, years in the making, something that has to be done and done the right way. And what other show should have this but Smoooth Conversations? For those tuned in for the first time, thank y'all very much. Appreciate all the love. Make sure y'all go ahead and let everyone know that, hey, this show is going on right now. We live all across social media. So go ahead and tell a friend and go ahead and tune in, because this is a show that you do not want to miss. Smoooth Conversations is all about getting stories told. We see people who is doing amazing things online, on radio, on TV, on stages, whatever kind of profession that it is. But what this show is all about is getting behind the scenes, pulling away that cover, or should I say that layer, and really getting to know the reason why, what they did from childhood to what they're doing present day, and just getting that story told. And it's all about keeping things 100. We're all at a space in our lives now where transparency is key. Being 100 is key. Being vulnerable is key. And that's what this show is all about. That's what I aim to do. I call this my ministry. I feel like this is my calling. So many people have so many different ways of doing this and doing that. And I feel like this right here has been truly a blessing for me, and has been a blessing for the previous guests that I have had on this show. And I encourage each and every one of y'all to, once again, like, share, and be inspired. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know who on this show that you may hear something, and that person can be touched and be inspired by what they hear, and can hopefully motivate and inspire others to do better as well. So before I bring on the guest, once again, scan the QR code on your screen, not right now, but right now. And y'all see everything that's a blessing on the Smoooth Productions. You have smooth moments. So y'all need some photography, videography done, some drone services. I got y'all. We also have my sports talk show. The Platform Sports Talk Show Network goes down every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Every first Wednesday of the month, you have Ladies Night, called the best panel of ladies who love sports. And then every last Wednesday of the month, you have the Man Cave, where anything can go down. Then in between that, you have the main show. That's a show that I host. So every Wednesday, you have the Platform Sports Talk Show Network. So go on YouTube, subscribe to that as well. Once again, you can go to the QR code, scan it, or go to smoothproductions.com. That's Smoooth with 3 O's, and check it out. You also see Beat District Radio. A shout out to my KBDR Beat District Radio family. This station has been going strong. It'll be a year in March, so next month, where we had our official launch. So KBDR Beat District Radio, Black-owned online radio station, and you can hear from here to China, to Taiwan, to Hawaii, wherever you may be, you can hear this right now. So go to beatdistrictradio.com. Once again, beatdistrictradio.com, or download the app on Google Play and the App Store. High definition, everything sounds amazing. Continuing on with Beat District Radio, if y'all want to place an ad, if you're doing some business, doesn't matter what it is, and you want us to promote it, we can make that happen. Or if you want to sponsor one of the many incredible shows on KBDR Beat District Radio, just like Smoooth Conversations or Rhythm and Flow, for those who listen on the app or at the on the website. Shouts out to JD the DJ holding things down. We also have comedy, podcast. We have teen radio shows. We have other DJs doing amazing shows. So if you're interested and you want to sponsor the show or you want to place an ad, just shoot us an email, info@beatdistrictradio.com. Once again, info@beatdistrictradio.com. And last thing, but definitely not least, today has been a day. And recently, I believe it was yesterday, we found out that someone who was very special to the community, the nightlife community, recently passed away. I just want to give him time right now. My condolences to him and his family. But that is one of the hottest hosts in the STL, Tiesoul, also known as Matty Millions. He passed away after I don't want to go ahead and break down everything, but he recently passed away. He was just at the Mardi Gras parade a couple of days ago, and once again, he just passed away yesterday. So I just want to give my condolences to him and his family. I had the pleasure of meeting him when I was doing a smoke session out there off Dunn Road back in the day, and I was DJing, doing my thing, and he was the MC, and we connected, and he would show me love. I was showing him love. And for those who know him, because I don't know him on a personal basis, I just knew him because of that moment. And a couple of times we would, chat on social media. But I wanted to do more shows with him. Unfortunately, I was unable to. But this man here was a light, man. He brought energy to everything that he did with his amazing MC and hosting skills. He was the life of the party. And now he's a young man that has gone on to glory. So prayers up to his family at this time, and just another lesson to appreciate life while you have it, because you just never know when that last day may happen. So once again, prayers up to Tiesoul, aka Matty Millions, and once again to his family as well. So I see we already have a comment, someone that we may know very well. Shout out to Vonda. She says, hey, family. And she says, family. I wonder who she's talking about. Well, I'm glad y'all asked, because this is, once again, a very special show that I have been looking forward to doing. And when I said this earlier, and I'll go repeat it right now, because we had to do a little pre-show talk, but pretty much without this experience that I've had for over 25 years with these guys, I wouldn't be the person that I feel that I am right now in regards to being on stages, entertaining, doing my thing. But I had a pleasure meeting these guys back in 2001, and it's been an amazing journey since then. As a disclaimer, because I want to definitely put this out there, because there may be others who may not be tuned in right now, but will be tuning in later on or watch the archive of this show. But this is going to be an episode where we're going to be 100. We're going to be transparent. It may be emotional. It's going to be emotional, possibly. It's going to be a fun conversation. We're not here to try to disrespect one another or others that has been a part of our journey, but it's definitely important to once again just be 100, because that's what this show is all about. Because once again, there may be someone who's starting up a band, or who's been in the band, or currently in the band, and may experience certain things that we have. And we just want to once again be transparent and be honest and have just a great conversation. This may be the most personal conversation that I have had on this show. I've had amazing guests who have shared so many stories, people who I've known across the way, or people that I've grown to know. But these fellas here, they my brothers, just beyond friends, they brothers, man, for life. And this is the show that once again I've been looking forward to doing, and it had to be done. And look forward to getting some background from them And once again, we're just gonna just have some grown man conversation. So I encourage everyone right now to once again like, share. Feel free throughout the show to leave comments, and if I approve, I'll have it on the screen because we want to interact with each and every one of y'all the best that we can right here on Smoooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. So with that being said, I want to present the originator, the founder, Tiesoul and also Cordeyell. Fellas, what's going on?
Yo, peace. Man. Thank you for having me. Beautiful, man. Thank you for having me. Cordeyell. Yo, the Immortal SoulEra. We in the building, man. We feeling pretty good.
The Immortal SoulEra. We are in the building. Yes. Y'all leave the comments, leave them likes, leave them shares. Fellas, y'all looking good.
Oh man,
great to have y'all in the TSC.
It's man.
How y'all doing, man?
Feeling great.
I mean, just man. It's always dope just even being able to come over here to your joint, man. Like the ambiance is just absolutely amazing, bro. Like you did your thing, man. So it's always a good vibe. Every time we come over here, it's a dope vibe, man. So always.
I appreciate it. And for those who, well, we didn't put it out there yet, Tease, but what was it, a couple years ago now? Was that last year? Maybe about a year and a half ago, we was at KDHX at the time.
Yes.
And we had an amazing conversation on the boombox.
Yes.
DJ Superman, who is my fellow KBDR Beat District Radio family.
Superman, what up?
And we had an amazing conversation on his show. And I'm like, well, now that I have Smoooth Conversations, and I told God, I said, hey, give me time. It's going to be a moment where we're all going to be on this show and just have a conversation. And tonight is that night, man. So once again, thank y'all for
manifestation, man. It's real. Manifestation is real.
We're humble. Thank you very, very much.
Very humble, man.
And for those who may not be witnessing this then, but Tiesoul is rocking the hell out this jacket right here, man.
Dude, look at
music
this,
notes.
Look at this, bro.
Music notes everywhere.
I try. Try to look good for you guys. You
hey, but like, don't ask him where he get it from, because he not gonna tell y'all. And he and like y'all ask him where he get it from. Nigga might tell y'all a store that y'all ain't never heard of because the store don't exist. Who will tell you where they got their gear from? I'm not.
Thanks, fellas. I appreciate it. It's all right.
Yeah,
for
man.
You guys.
So before we get right into business with the era, I do want to say this real quick for those who may have saw on social media earlier, but a new chapter in my life has begun effectively as of like 8:30 a.m. this morning. But the job I've had for 15 years at Express Scripts, I was told that my position, my role was no longer pretty much needed. So I was let go. And it's not a sad moment at all. This is something that I've actually prayed for, you know what I'm saying, for a couple of years now. I've always said we always give so much to people who don't even give a damn about us. You know, they can replace you just like that. Doesn't matter if it's been 15 years to 1 year, whatever it is.
Very true.
But this is what I call a new chapter in my life. And as I point out to everyone here, I just pray that I just hope that you all continue to just pray for me and pray for my journey, because I've always said that I want Smoooth Productions to be that end all, to be that primary source, to be that everything. And this is the opportunity that God has put in front of me. So just ask that you keep me in prayer, keep my wife in prayer, my family. And because this is, once again, something that is not a bad, sad moment. This is a chapter close and a fresh start. And fellas, I know that when you arrived, Tease, the first thing you said to me after you came inside the door was what?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It is time, and it's time to put all your energy into your real job. And this is what every single artist would love to be able to do. And your artist yourself, to be able to put your 10,000 to 1,000,000,000% into Smoooth Productions. Congratulations. That's what every single artist needs to get to be able to go in this business for themselves.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, if I was someone that didn't have a drive, then I would have been sulking and crying and all emotional.
Yeah.
But no, it was like, now what's next?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I've always been one who's been up for a challenge. And like you were saying earlier, but I'm probably sure you're gonna say it again soon. When I brought up the whole without the era, I wouldn't be here. So you can go ahead and say it now if you like to. But
I sure will.
You already kind of felt that it was only the beginning at that time.
Beyond. And actually, to add before that, I would have to say this is commencement. The end of one thing, the start of something new. Just like those walking across the stage. And as I stated earlier before we went live, pretty much Fred, ladies and gentlemen, he would have been success even if he didn't meet the era. You know, his drive, his ambition, his passion, his goals. He's hungry. He's a go-getter. He's been that before.
Absolutely.
Before he met us. And he was like that when he was with us, and he's forever with us. And even though he's doing his own thing. So this success would have happened. No question, no doubt in my mind. He's a stand-up guy, and he has everything together. So this would have happened, no doubt.
And then also like it was gonna happen regardless, just because like even when, you know, like during the early stages when Fred was with us, he was always like just really, really determined. You know what I'm saying? He always had that go-getter thing about himself. He always had that, you know, whenever we needed something done, he was always the person that was just always on top of it, you know, doing this, getting that. So it's just like he always had that go-getter spirit. He always had that, you know, if something got to be done, I'm gonna get it done. And so he was always that go-to guy for us. So it's just like, you know, when he first took interest into being a DJ, he was just so passionate with it that we knew that he was gonna really do good and he was gonna be just phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like we always just knew it because he just had that fire and he had that passion in him to succeed. So it's just like we always knew he had it in him, you know what I'm saying? And so now, like, it's just, you know, we happy to hear the good news, though. He just always had it in him. And even within us, he transitioned from, you know, this to that, to that, to that. So it's just like, you always had it, man.
Well, I mean, from the bottom of my heart, man, I appreciate, you know, the belief, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely means a lot, man. And Vaughn says, Tease, I was just about to say, man, that jacket dope.
Right on, B. Appreciate it.
Y'all gonna see me rocking it in one of our shows. Don't even worry about it. Like, he know what time it is. Like, hey, man, go on.
No question. Right.
Oh, we have a comment. Vega. Yeah.
Yo, what up, Vega?
There we go. Hey, he's a legend himself, man.
No question.
He been
Bro,
doing
easy.
big
Oh,
things.
my God. Yo.
Yeah.
So shouts out to him as well. The Immortal SoulEra. Yes, the Immortal. I remember, like I said, this is going to be story time galore, everyone. So prepare to just enjoy. But I remember one time when he came in town and we was all rocking that Legacy.
Yeah, man.
And he came on stage with us. He was doing dancing.
Yo, oh my God. So I remember that. So I remember, so Vega, okay, y'all know him as Vega, but I know him as Lando. It's my baby, not my baby brother, but he's one of my young brothers. And but so I remember Vega has always been a fan of SoulEra. He's always been a huge fan of ours anyway. So I remember one time, you know what I'm saying, I told him, I said, yo, man, won't you come on and perform with us and just do a show with us? Because, like, you know, Vega was always a fan of us, but we was always a fan of his too, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I was like, yo, dude, it'd be dope if we, like, you know, merge together and then you come and then do a show with us. And he's like, how you didn't bet? And so we, you know, brought him on to do a show with us. Matter of fact, it was Legacy Books?
Yeah.
Legacy Books. You remember? You remember those Legacy Books? Legacy Books. And he got on, man, and he did his thing. Also, for all y'all who's looking, check out Vega's new song, Valentine. Like, it's dope. It's phenomenal. Check it out.
There we go, man. I love it. So before we get even further, I want to start with the beginning even before the band, because this is stuff that I don't even know about.
Okay.
But I want to get the opportunity. So you first Tiesoul and then you Cordeyell. But if you were to look back now at your life, how would you describe your childhood?
Okay. Well, my childhood, I was brought up in a loving family, respectful. My parents, they've lavished the love on me and taught me morals and in my Christian faith and things of that nature. So my childhood was totally a childhood that I totally love. Just coming up in that time frame, I always loved music, always loved it. I didn't know that it would play a pivotal and strong stable within my life later on down the road. I had no idea, but I always loved it. So somehow, some way throughout life, I was able to glean down that road, and just it showed itself like it's time, and I just went from there, and I never looked back. And I don't regret one. It's like I used to go through school like, I don't even know what I want to be. I have no idea. You know, I don't know what on earth is going to take place. And it wasn't until I got to about my junior year in high school, I was kicking with a band with a group of guys. My homeboys, Michael Majoy, what up, Majoy? And a few of my other homeboys, Fred and what have you. We had a few things we were trying to kick off, but suddenly one day, only way I can describe it is like a musical bomb dropped. I got deep off into the 70s and the 60s and all that, and I got deep into buying records and, you know, old school record player, man, and everything just went from there. I didn't follow up with the guys, but we ended up just going musical paths, different directions, and music just came around the corner, said, it's time.
So who was like that artist or artists that you just like, man, wait a minute, hold on.
I'm glad you asked that. Yeah. My first study, and to this day still is my study, is Stevie Wonder. I've got so deep off into looking at his records. I saw that he did everything himself. And he was also with, had two collaborators that held him down, Malcolm Cecil and Bob McGofflet, R.I.P. Bob. And in the 70s, he just went straight through the gate, and he played everything. So I just started buying equipment and bringing it home. My parents were scratching their heads like, what is going on here? I transformed the whole entire basement, and I just went for broke. I started teaching myself everything. I played piano, I play drums, and eventually guitar and bass and what have you. And Stevie Wonder was my first study and still is.
So who would you credit as someone that helped you along the way learning how to play instruments?
Really just listening and just trying it out myself. I bought the equipment and I just went for broke, literally. And of course, more than anything, I credit the Lord Jesus Christ for holding me down with that info of how to play, how to hold things down in that sense. And for the most part, it was in that sense. It's like sounding out a word. That's pretty much what I did on piano and everything I played.
And Cordeyell, I can easily say, man, as soon as a child pops out of the womb, someone in your family is musically talented.
So, yo, man, appreciate that, man.
Talk about just for yourself. How would you, looking back in regards to your childhood? Because I know you got the brothers, your sisters, and the whole nine. So I know that it was never a boring time. In that house. So let's talk about your time as a child. So
as a child, I'll say my whole family, we had a superior leader, and it was my grandmother, and her name's Bessie Hodges, but we know her as Ganny. Shouts out family. Yeah, I know Ganny, she's a prominent figure in our life, always has been, always will be. And me, my brothers and sisters, and we all turned out the way we turned out because of her. And she of course she was raised. She was a pastor at the church, at my mom's church, and the music thing came from her though. You know, she was a singer, and then like it passed down to like her daughters, which is like my moms and my aunties, and then from my mom, it passed down to us, her children. So it was just like, you know, being musically inclined, it was like a gift, like we was born with it. You know what I'm saying? And I always say that, like, you know, you can't teach a gift. A gift is something that you can't teach. You can't teach talent. You know what I'm saying? A gift is something that you have to be born with. So, you know what I'm saying? But she was everything to us, you know what I'm saying? And you know, of course, we grew up, you know, in a church choir, singing all the time, stuff like that. And, you know, but as far as like music wise and how I fell in love with it, it was me and my brothers. So it was me and my two brothers, and it was me, my brother Brad Young, and then my young brother Dion. So when we was younger, my brother Brad used to have me and Dion harmonize with him, listening to like, you know, Jodeci, and you know, Jodeci was like our number one group to harmonize. He'd have us up to like 11 o'clock in the morning harmonizing, and my mom be like, "Hey, shut the hell up, making all that noise. All you gotta do is sing. Moms, go sleep, find a job." That was it. Yeah. Every time, 3 o'clock in the morning, she heard us harmonizing, and you know, it used to drive her crazy. But she knew that passion, you know, it just came from that. Now, for me, and then of course, like you say, the whole family, like, you know, my sister Nikki, you know what I'm saying? She sing. My sister Diamond, you know what I'm saying? She's an incredible singer. And then, you know, my brother Lando, who y'all know as Vega, is, you know, a phenomenal artist, performer, producer, all that stuff. And so we always just had a drive for it because it was just in us. And of course, my inspiration that made me really want to start doing music seriously is, you know, this dude right here. So for me, and my family know, like Michael Jackson for me was everything. Like he was the guy who made me not be afraid to actually be different and go against the grain and not do what everyone else is doing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Michael was unlike nobody, the way he dressed, the way he moved, just, you know, he was my inspiration that made me want to start learning how to sing and dance. And, you know, and Prince was the one who made me want to learn how to play the piano and you know, play the piano and compose, because he did everything. Yeah. You know, so Prince was a musician that made me want to learn how to play music, and Michael was the one who made me want to just learn how to sing and dance and just be different and just break barriers. Because, you know, when I was young, they was just doing rap only. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you come from the hood, you only go do rap or you go do singing. That's it. You know, it wasn't no pop or alternative or none of that type of stuff. So it's just like, when I seen how Michael was able to blend like that, it just put that in me. And then, and just, you know, being self-taught, all of us was that way. Me, my brother Brad, Dion, Lando, you know, we all just kind of self-taught, and we just pretty much learned from each other and bounced off each other. So it's just like, you know, Brad was the stepping stone to the music, and then he kind of, you know, we kind of looked at him, up to him, and then we kind of just, you know, kind of got from that, and then just came to our own.
Love it. So for those who don't know, let everyone know on the count of three what high school y'all went to. 1, 2, 3.
You City. You up. You City.
Word.
You City, representative all day, every day.
All day. Word.
Black and gold Lions.
Yeah,
how you put that damn L up? Yeah. Cool.
He said, "I'll put that damn L up."
And one thing, Fred. I actually made a mistake. It was actually Malcolm Cecil that passed away, not Bob McGough that collaborated with Stevie Wonder. So my apologies, Bob. RIP to Malcolm. Just want to flip that around real quick.
It's all good. So tell everyone, how did y'all two cross paths?
Dang.
Oh man.
Dude,
okay,
what?
we're going in the crates with this one.
Way back,
You
bro.
Shoot, man. We actually need to go back to a bit of Brittany Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 7th and 8th grade.
Middle school, yeah.
Middle school. So
Brittany Woods.
I was in 7th grade still. Cordeyell was in 8th. He was about to go over to U City.
Yeah.
And it kicked off there. And it wasn't until we got to U City to where it was like
High school.
That's where we crossed paths again. And we talking about going into the lunchroom to make beats on the table, freestyling. There's a whole lot of musical heroes that I myself left out. But by this time, I was big in the Bone Thugs and Harmony. Shout out to the 5 Thugs with Double Glop, Busy, Lazy, Crazy, Wish and Flesh. Bad love to you. And we wanted to. I was as far as far as I was concerned, I was a 6th member of Bone Thugs.
Yeah, he was. He knew every song.
I mean, I got to say I grew my hair out. I had the froze. I had the laid down straight hair. Girls playing in the hair, the whole 9 yards, man. I was a 6th member. As far cats used to say in 99, you coming out with T-Bone. You T-Bone. You coming out with your. That's how crazy.
Yo, we used to walk down the school hallways, and he would rap all of Busy and Crazy verses. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Because, you know, Busy and Crazy are the fastest rappers. You couldn't understand nothing they said. And Teach knew every single word, walk down the hallways and just rapping super duper fast. And I was like, man, dude, bro, like, he was Bone all day, every day.
All that. So we connected in the lunchroom from the freestyling and all that.
Yeah.
Then walking home, we noticed that we walked the same exact way. And I met Dion in the same sense, and we all were just like, dude, you stay right here. We right up the street. We're right up the street. Okay, so we click-clack on that sense and been inseparable since.
Just like
that small circle that you end up having that, it's only a small circle. Always roll with a small circle of people.
Always do.
And
always
the people that you roll with in that small circle, you end up being with life.
Yeah.
Right here. And in that same circle. So that sounds good.
Brothers for life, man.
I love it.
Good, man.
That as well.
There we go. Like I said, we showing love, man, right here on Smoooth Conversations, man. So talk about now. And I'll go ahead and let y'all give y'all a shine out first. Y'all version out. We'll talk about from you how you and I met, because well, I'll go ahead and first say
I want to know this story.
That because I think C kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
But if y'all know, back in the early 2000s, it was such an amazing era.
Oh man,
such an amazing era.
Golden,
the nightlife, the music, everything was on point.
Yeah,
and I think before UT's, I was hanging out with my boy DeAndre.
Okay.
Now he's in Naptown.
All right.
And me and him used to just, go to clubs all the time, get there early before the Mad Rush came in.
Yeah.
We'll be doing our little dance routines and the whole nine, right?
Yeah.
And so then the girls would know by the time it's time to fill the dance floor up, they know who can dance.
Word.
Oh, we're gonna dance with them guys.
Word.
Oh, I do remember.
Word.
Okay.
So it was one of the nights again, and we went to which I called the best spot ever.
ISIS.
Hands down.
Club ISIS, right on the corner of Washington. And when I say that night, man, because Charlie Chan, DJ,
shout out Charlie
and ISIS was MCing, so how ironic, right?
Word.
But and this was a time where I didn't even really need alcohol to have a good time, because it was just natural. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But one of those nights, doing my thing, and then I ran into this cat here. And T, you can go ahead and tell the rest.
Yeah, man. It happened just like that. I mean, just instant mad cool vibes. And just I would come in, I would love dancing. I saw Fred dancing, and it was just all the way live from that point on, man. And we connected, and I'm like, we during our conversation, it's like, man, we need a drummer. We're looking for a drummer and all that. That's what I recall saying. Well, once we click clack, and like, well, shoot, I drum. It's like, word. All right, we gonna stop by the spot, and brought him in, and found out he right around the corner as well. And it's, I mean, just right. It's like, dude, this is meant to be. You know,
It was because
we connected on that end. I told him, hey, we got a band. And my homeboy, just been him and I, we would go all over town. We just, performing and all that. But we needed a drummer. And he came over, clicked that from that viewpoint, and the rest is history.
And you know what? To add to that, I remember, like, you know what I'm saying? So for the people who don't know, yo, like Monteith and Fred, like, yo, I remember back in the days, man, we go to ISIS, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be cool. But I remember back in the days where when Monteith and Fred get on the dance floor together and they do a dance step and it just be them. And next thing I know, I look back and everybody trying to do the same dance steps that they doing. It was just like, them niggas was like celebrities at ISIS. Like when they dance, people was like, hold on, no, wait. They about to, oh, how you do it? How you do it? That was it. They was like the ISIS celebrities, man. And with SoulEra, I remember so Monteith, it was always Monteith's idea to start a band. And I remember he came to me one time because, like I say, me and Monteith was always used to, we used to freestyle in high school. And then and then I remember Monteith was like, we used to go to Monteith's house and just play the game at first. But then when I started seeing the equipment that he had, I'm like, oh, he got equipment. And so it started off where we were just messing around, like I go play the piano, and then next thing I know is Tiesoul come with a whole verse. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, you was playing something. I just wrote something to it. And I'm like, oh, dude, yo, that's cold, man. And we did that for a while, just freestyle, coming up with stuff or whatever. And then I remember one time my teacher was like, yo, man, I think I want to start a band. And I was like, oh, okay, what you want to call it? He said, I think I want to call it Monteith and them niggas. I said, hey, that's cold, bro.
That's it right there. Put on a t-shirt.
So the name of our first group was Monteith and them niggas, right? And I'm saying.
Me and y'all.
Me and who the other niggas? No? Okay, cool. But he said he wanted to start a band, and I lied, then cool. So basically, I remember I started playing some chords, and when I played these chords, Monteith had wrote a verse to it, and then he came downstairs one time, and then he spit the verse to the chord I was playing, and when I heard the lyrics and the message in it, I was blown away. Like, oh, I was like, yo, dude, that's cold. And he like, I just put them together. I'm like, nah, yo, we gotta do something with that. Like, that's cold. We gotta do something to that. And then that's when he wrote another verse. And, I just started messing around with just different words and stuff like that. And then I came up with the Sonic Beauty. And he was like, all right, cool. And he put another verse to it. And we had put the music to it. But me and Tiesoul was, and so we'll go around to different places performing that one. That was the only song we had, which to this day is why that's our number one baby. You know what I'm saying? That was, and so it was just acoustic. It was just me doing piano, singing, Monteith rapping, and then Monteith, we was just like, yo, man, we need a drummer. We need a drummer to really make it sound full, and that's when Monteith brought Fred along, and he said, okay, yo, my man's right here, he a drummer, and he brought Fred along, and Fred came down and he started playing the drums to the stuff like that, and I was like, yo, that's it. That's it. So
Missing piece.
so Fred was the missing piece to SoulEra, and we was the original trio. He came with the drumming, and it was just like it was a beautiful marriage between what we did and what he brought to our sound.
Right.
So it was the trio, and it was, you know, the original three right here. SoulEra started right here with these.
And I can tell Tiesoul,
Mm-hmm.
as he's talking, you're just smiling and like,
Right.
yeah, man. So please feel free to share more.
You got it, man. I actually wanted to speak about the name, how I came up with the name, first SoulEra. And I remember, I'm smiling. I can't help but smile because I remember that day like it was yesterday. I actually wrote down in a book of, you know, names and things of that nature. I have other names. I had a full army of people with soul names and things of that nature, and groups like thinking Motown. I literally had everyone with soul name. I even named a dude Neo Soul. And, well, I don't even like the term. I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh,
but your word, I had little names and groups of people in that sense. And in the middle was the SoulEra band. I told them, I said, yo, this is what we kick it off with. Yep. Yeah, remember that? I was like,
he had a paper for the all soul names.
Word.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, what you want to do with it? I was like, yeah, I want to get a full-fledged band. You know, I want us to look like, I want us to look like Sly Stone. A mixture of Sly Stone meets the Funkadelic size-wise, you know.
The whole family's like 9, 10 people.
Yeah, the Roots meets Funkadelic Sly Stone. So the name, SoulEra itself means soul music in the sense of, you know, what we came up with from Stevie to Donnie, Marvin, and Aretha, all them. Soul music in that sense, but it transcends. It goes from the beginning of the time to the present and beyond. So being big fans of the Roots, shout outs to the Roots.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was like, they go by the legendary Roots. We need something that's like that as well, in the sense of strength and all that. So I was like the immortal, which means it'll never die. Something that's just that literally was it. Something that never dies and represents music from the beginning of the time to the present and beyond, and going into the future, going to both the past and the present. I mean, and the future, and bringing it back to the present and creating something brand new.
Love it. And now this man called us superstars, but shouts out to the superstar himself. Ace.
Yo, Ace, what's happening?
Young Ace.
Word up.
Yo, Ace, my producing partner.
I saw my baby girl.
My
baby sister hit us up too. That was Chris. Yeah.
Shouts out to you, Chris. Much love
what
to
up,
you.
Sis?
We got that new sound project coming out.
Love
you know, me and Ace. You know, that's another one of my day ones, man. We started this music thing together too, producing, you know, just with so many things, man. So it's like my
Young Ace, what's up, man? Stand up one time on me.
My number one Ace Boom
Very talented dude, man.
Word up.
Very talented. We'll get to him later on. But what was your vision long term for the band?
Yeah.
That's a good one. The vision was always for us to rep positivity through music and help people in the sense of lifting them up. My idea was, you know, apart from the bohemian vibe and soul music and things of that nature, and representing all of the musical heroes that I grew up with and loved and ended up studying. The other goal, it didn't have nothing to do with fame, getting girls and things of that nature. It literally always been about a message. My thing was, if we can be able to, if we could talk a person off of walking off the edge of a cliff and saying they're done with life and all of that, then our job is done. It was always in a positive sense of being able to help our people or speak to that single parent that's holding down kids by themselves and things of that nature, and turning a negative into a positive. Being able to, and upholding our community and giving back and recognizing who came before us, and the respect and the long term, and holding down our city, because I believe I speak for all of us here, I love my city. I love St. Louis. I love University City. I love Normandy, and so on and so forth. I love all of St. Louis. It's what I know. It's where I came up from. So what I wanted the Immortal SoulEra to do, to be able to transcend, to go outside of time, if possible, musically, and be able to come back and show this love for everything and everyone for positivity's sake, for definitely positivity's sake.
And going back to what Tiesoul was saying about me coming on in regards to a drummer, because I was still in the very early stages of learning drums myself, because I just started out as a drummer at my church. So shouts out to Washington Metropolitan AME Zion, and of course to Richie Williams, because he's the one that gave me an opportunity to start being on drums. He could have been like, no, I'm still hold on, but now he saw that I wanted it, and I was self-taught, just like how pretty much you were.
Yes.
But then I found out years down the line that my uncles, cousins, great uncles, it's all like a bloodline thing.
Oh, dude, dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloodline,
Wow.
man, dope.
My grandfather, he was in the drum bugle corps.
Word.
Yeah.
So it was in your
it was
blood.
always in you.
It's in your blood.
Exactly. So
Wow.
Dope, man.
And then I found later on that I had cousins and an uncle who used to be DJs and stuff.
Word.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's
so like, I
crazy,
had
bro.
no idea until later on. Like,
Yo.
what?
See, these are the stories
So-
that we don't even know, y'all.
Yeah,
we find this out.
Exactly. So
That's
I was
dope,
amazed
bro.
when I found
Dang.
out.
That's beautiful, man.
So
Right.
it was just like you said before. It was just a perfect situation. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect
For us to
marriage,
be-
man, yeah.
For us to be in the same vicinity
Totally.
and the whole nine.
The perfect
So-
bridge just came together perfectly.
Yeah.
Word.
So then, get my feet wet. Then you brought up earlier, I think in the pre-show, but Genesis. Start
Yeah,
going
man.
there, doing gigs, man.
Yeah,
and it just start taking off. But just talk about that start that we had. Start in regards to going out to start doing outside gigs and everything.
tell 'em about
From the
that.
basement to outside.
So when Fred became a part of us, then that's when we was ready to take SoulEra off like full throttle, because we had the missing pieces. You know what I'm saying? Now I got the keyboards, I got Fred on the drums, we got the rhythm. And starting off with SoulEra, you know what I'm saying? At the time, Monteith was the only artist, you know what I'm saying? It was just me and Fred backing Monteith up. Monteith would write the songs and stuff like that. And so we go out and we'll perform. And then also Monteith was like, well, yo, let's include, you know what I'm saying, some songs that people know. You know what I'm saying? So let's include some covers. So then we was learning covers and stuff like that. And but it all started in Monteith's basement. He said, he had a basement just full of equipment. Even now, it's just like he got some of the most unique vintage things that you could ever see in your life. If Stevie Wonder came down there and took off his glasses, he'd be amazed. He'd be like, boy, I can't see it, but I see everything, nigga. Dang, good job, buddy. But so we just started, playing in the studio. In T's basement, and then we rehearsed over stuff like that. And then it went from there to this place called Genesis House, where Genesis House was actually one of the first places where we considered a musical home to perform at outside of Monteith's basement. And so we started performing there, and we were doing, we did Sign Beauty all the time, you know what I'm saying? And then it got to a point to where people started learning it and they started singing along too, and they knew lyrics and things of that nature. And Genesis House is where it all started for us, as far as gigging outside of Monteith's basement. The first gig we ever did was Genesis House was the first, right?
Genesis House.
Yeah. So Genesis House was the first, and then we had a Coffee House.
Coffee House. We sure did. I remember that.
Delmar Loop.
I remember Coffee House.
And then it went from Coffee House to what we considered was the best back then, and that was the Red Sea.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
I'm glad you brought that up, man, because when I've had previous artists on this show, from spoken word to singers, etc., especially spoken word artists, because that's where we got a lot of our footing in.
Yeah.
In that space, especially in legacy books.
Yes.
But I always say, man, just that time was amazing, and especially on Friday nights when we used to be the band. You know what I'm saying? Every Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to MK, to Lewis.
Right.
But we was the house band.
Yeah.
And y'all can tell people if y'all want to, but Friday night, if y'all wasn't there,
oh my God,
at a certain time frame,
man.
And now for those who know where Legacy Books is, you know, around the corner, Delmar and Union.
Word up.
You would either have to park all the way down Delmar,
Sure did.
or have to park somewhere all the way down Union by Sodan football field, because
it was so packed.
It was so packed.
You didn't get there on time.
Yes.
Good luck finding a parking spot.
And as soon as you walk in the building, wall to wall, but it was just natural fun.
Yes.
Something that I feel like this generation doesn't really understand or appreciate or have no idea, because back in the early 2000s, I ain't have to know your name if you was a woman, and it would be a vibe.
Right.
But nowadays, it's to the point where I got you got to know my social security number, my credit score, who I'm affiliated with.
Word.
You know, I mean, not now because I'm married, but I'm just saying, you know, it got to the point where, know, and this is no shade, but it's like girls stay together, dancing in one side of the room, while the other fellas be chilling, looking with their outfits on, looking sad, like I wish I would have had one of them girls, you know what I'm saying? But back in the early 2000s, everywhere you went, it was just a vibe. So going back to the Red Sea, man, that was special. And for those who don't know, Red Sea,
oh my God,
especially like certain nights, the open the
Wednesday nights,
what you call it,
in the basement,
something jam.
A
jam session.
A jam, something like that.
So,
in the basement.
So you come in, didn't have to know who this person was on drums or on keys. As soon as they were done, you wanna get in?
You just jump right in.
Just jump right on in.
And, you know, back then too, it like people wasn't selfish with their equipment. Right. Whoever had their equipment out, you want to play? Hey, go ahead. Get the drums and just start playing. It was a big jam session. Whoever wanted to play can go up there and just play and perform, man. It was so much unity. It was just such a dope vibe, man. One of the greatest vibes that we've had as a band was the Red Sea, man. And it was a huge blow for us when it closed down, because we was like, yo, man, dude, that was home to us, man. That was...
Yo, if we could go back to Genesis House for a minute, I'd have to say that Genesis House was so... It was like being at home. The vibe there. I unfortunately I've forgotten the young lady that held down Genesis House. But I remember Coffee and T. What up, Coffee? What up, T?
What up, T? Hey, man.
But I also have to tip my hat off to the guy who actually started to believe in us and started to hold us down and get us into another avenue, and that's Terrence. Diesel,
Dodo.
I got to tip my hat off to him because he saw the potential, and he's like, "Yo, I do shows this, that, and the third." Eventually, he became a manager and got us to the next level. So we transitioned, and this is the time frame we're talking in a sense of. This is roughly 02, 03, 04.
Yeah,
and this is the time frame where we transitioned from the Genesis House to Red Sea.
Yeah.
And that's where actually Terrence had a few gigs up and running. There was a one gig that we had that was in the city where we ended up meeting Doug Green. What up, Doug?
Doug, what's up, boy?
He got us on to do a show at Red Sea.
Yeah.
And that's where everything started to gel and formulate. And this is where a few new players coming into the mix. So it was no longer the three of us at this time frame. We had more players coming.
So I added people,
so this is where we meet a new area where we're going in a sense. So this is where we're at Red Sea right now.
And talk about those added pieces.
Indeed. So first off, we actually met Amy. What up, Amy? She's a singer, songwriter in her own right. And I kind of forgot how we met Amy, how she came into the mix. But nevertheless, somehow, some way, she gelled with us. And it was just us for a moment. And then suddenly...
Did Dion come out there?
He came way later.
Oh.
But Terrence had another gig out in the city. And next thing we knew, there was another young, up-and-coming, super mad fresh, dope guitarist that we ended up meeting that same night named Aaron Keefe. Aaron, what up, man? Love you.
What up,
Where
boy?
you at, man? Yo, we ain't forgot about you. Word up, man.
And you better still be stringing, man.
Word up. So we met that night, and he got down with us, and he's like, yo, I want to be a part of this. And we went back to Red Sea.
Mm-hmm.
So we're about, I want to say 5 to 6 people deep now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in fact, Terrence himself jumped in and did percussion and stuff. I really wanted to get the whole full band around. So the roots are like, I need a percussionist. I need this, I need that, this, and the third. So around that time frame, Terrence got in. And we would go back and forth to Utopia Studios rehearsing. What up, Utopia Studios?
Utopia.
And we would be in there rehearsing, and Terrence was actually managing 2 bands, Chaotic Souls, which everyone from Kelvin, Zach, man, Evans. What up, Kels?
Dennis Bryant.
Dennis Bryant, what up?
Miles Davis Jr., you know what I'm saying?
And another Kels.
Kelvin.
Keyboardist, mad fresh and mad other.
Cold,
and shoot, the names escape me right now. He played bass, so he used to rock with us back in the day.
Baroque.
Yeah.
What's up? Yo, shout out, bro.
And one of the coldest drummers, Dominic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
When I say this
cold.
Dude is
next level,
so cold. I mean, like he was doing after he got done with the band thing, he was doing tours, going to like NBA arenas with the whole drum.
I'm talking about he's just
drum
man, that boy cold. Man.
I mean, when I say I was just amazed every time I saw this dude on the drums. It was just like, man, and well, I'll say that later on, but it was just amazing just seeing the talent that Chaotic Soul.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm talking about cold.
It was our introduction to both Kelvins, Dennis, and I mean they were just an incredible band. You could tell that they already had it.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? They had and I will admit on my end, I'll let y'all do y'all thing.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing that sound, I was like, this is where the era needs to be at.
Totally.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? Which, we'll get talk about more down the line, but just hearing them, it wasn't like a jealousy thing, but it was an inspirational thing.
It's inspiration. Like we need to sound loud like that.
Because it was just tight.
Yes.
In a pocket.
It wasn't like too loud here, did it? No. It was just like a perfect it's a kind of sound. Definitely shouts out, to Terrence for allowing us to have the opportunity to meet and be able to establish a genuine friendship, with that band.
Indeed.
But
indeed.
Let's see.
Yeah, indeed. Another cat, Kenneth Smith.
Oh, exactly. Show did. He did.
Yeah, which he rocked.
At first it was Kenneth, then later on, but Roby started joining when Kelvin did. So that's right.
Yeah, indeed. And he rocked with us a few times even afterwards throughout the years. And so that dichotomy of Chaotic Souls and Immortal SoulEra, Terrence ended up taking both of us up under his wing and got us to other shows like The Main Ingredient. I'm just now remembering the name of the main ingredient.
That's the name of it.
And shout out to Mo Trey. We met them throughout the years.
Trey.
What up, fellas? What's happening?
Yo, dude.
And Cold Cats, just outright. We ran into a lot of talented people. St. Louis is so talented. Beyond. It is so many talented hip hop acts, soul acts, all of that. But our journey in this time frame, we're coming from 02 to 03 to 03 into 06 and 07 now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where the rubber is meeting the road. And it's, in a sense of tightness, it was always that, always wanted to get into the mix of being, just a well-oiled engine.
Mm-hmm.
That was always on my mind, and it was always the three of us. We would totally nurture it because it was our baby together. So we knew where we needed to be and where we were. And around the time frame, we got a lot of recognition. And shout out to also Aaliyah Sahar. What up, Aaliyah? She was a part of the crew as well, and she held things down as well in that time frame. And so this is where we're starting to be known pretty much around St. Louis. And this is where we got our feet wet. And we would go back and forth to Red Sea until Red Sea went down, and then we went to other venues and stuff.
And yeah, Legacy, shout out to Legacy Books, because I think Legacy Books probably was one of the longest places that we've called home when it came to us. You know what I'm saying? Louis MK, shout out to y'all, man. Mr. Nix, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Nix, thanks for
dude, like just man, much love to you. But Legacy Books was the one place where we really like. I think Legacy Books is one place where I think we kind of really got established when our sound really came together and it got established, and we was more advanced at that point, because I think Legacy Books was the first place where we actually did become like the permanent house band.
Indeed.
And we got to do our set, and then let the poets go up. We play behind the poets, and we do another set. And
that was a fun part,
dude.
Especially being behind Louis.
Yeah, man.
And how many times he'll just say, "I just play any kind of beat."
Man.
And then we just add on to it, and add on to it, and add on to it.
And shout out to Louis because, I remember, dude, I will never forget. So Louis Conviction, man, he was a really special person to us, because he really, really like believed in us. And as far as Legacy Books, he really, really like let us shine, man. Like he really used to love it. And I remember, one time, man, one of my most memorable sessions we did with Louis, because like a lot of songs that we did for Louis, we did it live, like on the set while we was there, like just playing around with Walk Away, one of his most known joints. I remember one time though with Louis, and for me, this will always be an epic moment for me when it comes to Louis and us and Soul and the Legacy Books, was he had this joint called Scholar. And back then, Scholar was like one of his award-winning pieces. And I remember one time he did it, and he just started saying this thing, and all of a sudden we just kind of started. He was just doing his little, his poetry thing called Scholar, and he was just, he started. It was a rap. He rapped it a cappella, and we was up there, and when he was just rapping, I was like, "Hold on, man, it sounds dope." I was like, dun, 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 boom, boom, boom. And Fred was like, "Oh, okay, boom, and he's got the bass, boom, 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 and it became a whole song. Like, Scholar was always Louis' joint, but it became a musical joint live on stage, man. And I mean, that song was just epic, and just. We sporadically just threw a wild, crazy breakdown when he had this section where he's like, read a book, and we just got to just dun, 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 dun. And he was read a book, and it was just like the crowd went crazy.
Sure did.
Crazy, and it was our first time ever doing it. And man, it's just, that was one of my epic moments with Louis. What about yours?
Yeah, I had to say, man, Lou. His those two joints, but his joint got me losing my mind.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, Lou. First off, Louis Conviction, dude He's a three-piece. This guy, I mean, from singing to MCing to comedian, and then all he's all around a great guy.
Yeah.
But his line that sticks in my head to this very day: "I'm lower than a pregnant ant's stomach." Every time he said that, it's like, dude. Every time I heard that, it's like, that's beyond low. I mean, that's beyond low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. If I didn't remember anything else from it, it's been bad years. But then if I remember nothing else, that right there was the line that always got me. You know what I mean? But man, he's a great person. He's a great person. I mean, he's beyond a triple threat. Mad love to you, Lou.
Yeah, another brother.
When we about to get back to work with him, man.
So then we started adding even more additions.
Yeah, man.
And it's starting to get to the point of that vision of the Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
It sure is. Now we're going to 07 to about 09 territory. And speaking of legacy, this is where we eventually ended up having our own night there. Our own night was going on right there. But before we got to that, our homegirl, Miani, what up, Miani? She was one of those additions, and then she had to leave abruptly. And I recall she didn't leave us alone though. She came with four young ladies that held us down. Cher, those helped me out with Cher, Tasha, Evelyn. There we go. And who's the fourth young lady? You guys remember the fourth young lady?
I don't recall
we don't have a fourth. Okay. Well, actually, okay, we'll go with them.
I think it was 3.
But nevertheless, they went by the name
The Essence.
Yes.
And
say it again.
The Essence.
There you go.
Yeah. What up, ladies? This is on the time frame. Now it's the 3 of us. And now we're talking about 08. This is around the time Dion had joined us. His very first gig was when we were rocking at Forest Park.
Danger, yeah.
I was going to Forest Park at the time. I forgot how that went down. But nevertheless, he joined with us. I always wanted the James Brown thing as far as 2 drummers and stuff. So that was kind of the economy there. But he also sung. So and Fred was still the main drummer. But he could drum. And that's the thing also too. Let me put this out there. I designed there to be what I call a band in a band. Which is where everyone, I should have thrown this up earlier. This is where everyone gets a chance to be front and center. And how you heard the guys joke and saying is teasing them niggas, I don't, and it's joking in that sense, but
he ain't lying though.
Word. I never wanted the title I didn't want the band to just be the band. I wanted the band to be front and center. That's why I gave the name what it is, because I wanted it to be that. So we can all transition and be front and center. I always wanted to go in the background if I wanted to. I always wanted to play bass or play other instruments or do other stuff while my background singer kills it or my DJ gets up there and do it. And we're getting into the territory in a moment. So with that being said, Leon could sing. So he was singing and all that.
Yeah,
the time frame.
He was doing background homies. It was me and Dion with background homies, and then Pro came and joined.
And then that's in the same time frame. Mario Pro Lyric. What's happening, man?
Pro boss. And Pro was, man, one of the best singers we've heard, man. I mean, his voice alone is a powerhouse. Word. So he was a great addition to us. I'm talking about, shout out to him and the wife. But yeah, it's just he was a great addition to us. He was the actual voice singer. He was of the era. He was the actual crooner, the voice, the D'Angelo Jr. and all them. So he came along. Then we had a whole 3-point homie. So it was, Pro, Dion, and I on the background vocals. And when Pro came, and then this is more like how Monty say, where other singers was more, in the front part where it's like, okay, now different people was able to lead songs because we had a variety of like singers now. So now you got, Monteez had the songs, and then Pro had songs, and he had his set, and then like I had songs and stuff like that, and then we'd have like a set where we do covers, and then Dion had his Joe, Drew Hill, you know what I'm saying. So at that point, it's just like as far as song selection wise, it was more like all over. Like he said, everybody had a chance to shine. Like everybody had a chance to get in the front. And so if I wasn't singing, I was on the instrument, or if Monteez wasn't singing, he was on the instrument, and we went,
back to back.
Right. So the main ones fell in the background and let the other peers get up there and shine and do their thing.
We also go 3-part harmony too, sometimes 4. I would do the background as well.
Yep.
And or shoot, we even have Fred.
There you go.
Yeah. Fred, he's this moment was coming to where he can provide that deep dark bass that we need.
Oh my God.
I mean?
And his bass was perfect because like no one else could hit the notes that he hit.
Word up.
Yes. Y'all hear that, right?
Like
So
he had that.
I am not going to be saying, hey, I'm a singer, book me for your events. But I knew that there was a time and a place to add that voice in.
But if you want
bass,
what I'm saying, I did
that. Indeed.
Might wanna
see what's happening.
You know what I'm saying? And he had we had a song called Weekend. And that's when Fred actually got his shine on because he had his verse, and man, it was a dope song. It was fun. It really was a weekend song. Like it reminds you of just riding your car on the weekend and just vibing out. It was one of them songs. So he had his shine on that song, man. And and it was a dope song, man.
And to add on to that, going back to Dion, that was the importance of bringing him to the group because it allowed me to step
right.
out.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Yes. I started doing the covers of the Jay-Z.
Yeah. Oh,
right. Yeah.
Setup because
man.
now it gave me opportunity.
The hip hop set.
Get into a whole different level that I didn't even see myself doing.
Totally.
But it helped me to be able to handle any kind of audience, any kind of stage, because now I'm getting that stage presence of being up front.
Now that's when you got into that frontman era and took over.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So totally.
So
with SoulEra, we all were just the band, but we never had a front man, which was important to have. So when Dion came along and when Dion started drumming, then it allowed Fred to evolve into, something greater that we actually needed, which was a front man, a hype man, more of a, kind of like what
Black Thought.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like, Black Thought did, or like, what Diddy did to records, Cali did to records, that hype man, that
no oil.
No oil at all. You know what I'm saying? Leave the baby oil for the babies. But that's when we had I don't know why I said it. If y'all can edit, no? Okay. But
y'all did not hear that part.
So Fred brought the energy that we needed for our songs because Fred was able to command the audience so good for us to, get the audience hype, get the audience into it, you know what I'm saying? So that was one thing that we didn't have. And when Dion did drums, Fred was able to transition to that. And that brought our performances to another level because he was able to actually bring the hype, the hype into the crowd and get the crowd into it and things like that. So, man, that's
by this time we're 9 people deep.
Yeah,
9 people deep.
About 9 people deep
my God,
this time frame. And the time frame is it's about 07, 09-ish. That's where we're at right now.
And then I'm sure y'all would agree too, though. It's a bittersweet moment, man, every time we think about it, though. But like one place that Fred Tiesoul and I always talked about performing at, our dream place, man, was the pageant. Man,
this is 010 now. We're at about 2010.
Fred, go ahead and talk about it.
Oh man. Once again, this is a disclaimer. This is all about love, but we have to keep things transparent. But I mean, it all started. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but we did some prior events with Night Owl.
Night Owl,
Yes. Just, what up, Night Owl? What's
And
happening?
what was the name of that
dog?
spot that was right there on Washington that we did the event with him?
Was that the fashion show thing?
No, it was something else.
No, it was something else. I forgot the name of
because
it.
Needles used to always do an event there.
Yeah.
All the time, right there on the corner. It was an old shoe store or something like that. But anyway, I don't know how we met Night Owl, but that's pretty much we did some events with him, and then that led to the opportunity to us to go to the pageant
Yes.
and put on a performance. We had like a 25-minute set, I believe.
Yep.
And I mean, this was one of those gigs that we were, praying for, what I'm saying, for us to have the opportunity to be able to be on the stage like that. It was kind of like our WrestleMania.
Yeah, it was, dude. Like,
Our Super Bowl, like
SummerSlam, like
what we've been praying for.
Yeah.
So we worked everything out, had everything timed, and
Perfect,
the whole
man.
nine. And then the night happened. And we were, I believe, the first act. We were the open act, which I still hate because, and I don't like to say hate a lot, but just because of how the moment was.
Yeah.
Because we was the only act that had a live band.
Right.
Yeah, everybody else was like performing to CDs and all that.
And it was just the same old, no disrespect, but it was like, y'all seen it already.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we should have been in a better spot where, excuse me real quick, the camera's going out, but we'll get that back together real soon. But it was where if we have all this equipment, it's the perfect opportunity for us to be able to showcase that with more people in the building.
Totally.
Dude, yeah. Like if it was like, imagine us doing this set, right? Because like to me, so we've had so many, man, we've had so many shows, bro. We performed in countless of places. And to me, we've had great performances and we've had mediocre performances and stuff like that, like any band. But to me, the one performance that I thought was absolutely perfect, flawless, no, just absolute perfection, was, the pageant.
So
everything was in sync. The dancers, the singers, the musicians,
everything was just boom.
Yeah.
T-Shred and I was on the front stage everywhere. It was like it was what we dreamed of it being.
So
Totally.
As I continue on with this story now. So we get through the set. It was right on time, but on their end, whoever was the promoter, whatever, even though we were on our scheduled time, it was still like a rush, like y'all gotta hurry up and get done kind of feel, knowing that we were on point. And then all I heard after the show was that, oh man, y'all held that down. Y'all was the best act, but it was still like maybe 10 people, maybe 12 at the time.
And that was our people.
That was there. Now, when we did events from Soul Experience to any other event, I had this blue camcorder.
Yeah, oh dude.
That recorded all our stuff.
Everything.
So all love to you, Christopher Kaiser. Okay, all love to you. But this is the part where I had to say, you only had one job. You had one job. So his job was to record our entire set because once again, this was a moment that we've been waiting for.
Our whole career.
And something that we wanted to just document and be able to tell our kids, like, yes, we did that. So after we're done with the performance, I go back to Chris and find out that during our whole entire performance, 25 minutes worth, that he was outside of the pageant trying to get someone else that he knew to come in. And he had a hard time trying to bring him back in because he had to go outside with our camera and come back into the building. And when I found that out, I was just shattered.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was everything that we've been wanting. It was once again, it was our moment.
It was ripped from us, I feel, man.
Except for 25 minutes, this is all that we have right here. And that, folks, was it. Out of 25 minutes,
25 minutes, man.
That was it. Once again, Chris, all love to you, bro. But it still hurts me because that was a moment that we've been wanting, and we had everything prepped, and boom. And then shouts out to Fire, because she was an amazing artist. That was her joint. She became part of the band as well. You also saw Kelvin Sax, man. He was on the road, sometimes playing bass.
Yep.
You know, I was on drums at that time, but once again, as T said earlier, that we was moving pieces, but everything was timed and synced and everything.
Perfect, dog. And how we always wanted it. It was the one perfect show, no flaws, no nothing.
And once again, it's something that we can't bring back.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It was that moment. And as I said before, as in the beginning, is that this is all about the highs, lows, what could have been, what should have been, the whole nine that we had to talk about. Because I said this to them the other day. I said that a night that should have been about we made it and we're about to go to a different level. Actually, it was the opposite.
Yeah, man.
It started to become the downhill of the Immortal SoulEra.
Yeah. And
one thing that I want to talk about was a moment that I'm sure Tiesoul and I wasn't too fond of because me and him, we both wanted what was best for the band. We both just wanted to, like, I kind of grew into like more of the alpha, the book people, get things together, bring everyone together. While Tiesoul was, of course, the founder, leader of the group. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I think, the oldest of the Temptations. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the founder, he was that one. But like I said, I started coming to myself like, okay, well, someone needs to like take a bigger lead. You know what I'm saying, in regards to getting everyone together and galvanizing the troops, as they say in sports.
More organized,
exactly.
Organized,
Exactly. And it came to a moment and where once again wasn't a proud moment, and I can't recall the exact words that happened, or what I'm saying, the full story of it. I'm teasing. If you remember, definitely feel free. Totally. But Tiesoul and I got into it at rehearsal down the basement. So why don't you go ahead and elaborate more on that story?
Yeah. Some of it is a bit fuzzy. I do remember the altercation. It did happen in the sense of around the same circle of, I guess, who was in charge. I guess I never got into the sense of hey, it's my thing, my way or the highway. The only time I got that rose up on that was if negativity was in the sense in the whole mix, because that poisons the well. It's a bit fuzzy, to be honest with you, Fred, but I do remember the altercation, and the way I can chop that up is families unfortunately getting into it.
Yeah,
brothers getting into it.
Yeah.
All is meant well in that sense, but I've never ever been big on clashing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it poisons things, and you're not gonna get anywhere with that. And we're all about moving forward. But at that time frame, I don't recall entirely what the reason was. Not entirely.
Yeah, I mean, it was so long ago. So, like I said, I can't recall the exact words that was said or whatever, but I just know that it was something that was mentioned, and then I said something that you didn't like, and then you kind of like had that approach, like, hold on, what? You know?
Yeah.
And I think people had to get in between us.
Right. It was an ugly moment.
And that was when I
Definitely.
was like, you know what? I'm gone. Because it was at that point where I'm realizing, I know I was the only one, but I'm the only one at the time outside of Tease that I would be upfront about it. But it was that time, like you said, 2011, 10, 11, and we still in 10 years, 10 years, didn't have one single that was officially put out.
Right.
It was the frustrations of not knowing who was going to be at rehearsals.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
And that happened a lot.
It was the frustrations of Tease and I always being the ones to carry the equipment
Right.
by ourselves, even when everyone else was there in the same spot that we was at.
I remember that.
And me and Tease had to be like, hey, are you helping out? You know, whatever.
Right.
It was the mounting up frustrations of, you know, supposed to be one band, one sound.
Right.
But to a certain extent, it was, well, how bad did you really want it? And to me, your actions dictate how much you really wanted it.
Oh yeah. Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was very big on that, and I started seeing it like, you know, we weren't going anywhere doing the exact same stuff. And nothing was changing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many stories behind it, but we're not going to get to all that. It's just more so we had to go ahead and move away from Terrence. You know what I'm saying? Because that was going on, you know, with that, you know, false promises, you know, in regard to certain events that we supposed to do. But it was just, we kept on seeing the same two people. And, you know, all up to UC as well. But you know I'm coming from, because we had the discussion before.
Yeah.
But it was just the same two people. No, I'm sorry, 4 people. Because Mario and Kelvin.
That's right. Yeah.
Were always there.
Yeah.
And dependable.
Yeah.
And then Kelvin had enough of it.
Right.
And moved on. And y'all see what he's doing.
Totally.
Eventually Mario. But I think it really hit once I left. Yeah. Because I was just like, you know what?
Big time.
I can't keep on going.
That's when it hit the fan for real. Because like,
it was like, man. And that's when I started to say, you know what? I've done this. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting to DJing. And then, you know, Smoooth Productions was
and he ran with that and killed
took
it
off and everything. But to talk to you now and to both of y'all, you know, I share my story from the pageant on, but just your thoughts, Tease,
Yes.
from the pageant on.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, because I need to rewind the tape a bit, and we need to go back to right there in the sense of 09, 010 meeting Night Owl, and just kind of fill in some of the gaps from my recollection. So we had our gig going on, the Soul Experience, and one day we're getting ready for rehearsal. I'm sorry, not rehearsal. We're ready for the show, and we're at it, and Night Owl comes in, and I forgot how he stated that he heard about us, but he comes in to the Legacy, and he's like, yo, who's in charge? Yo, who's in charge of the band? I'm like, no, I'm the leader of the band, and what does he need? What's going on? What you feeling and all that? He's like, yo, I want to build a rap with your cats. He stated the pieces needed. He needed a keyboardist, drummer, and a bassist. I said, yo, we got that right here. Night Owl got us into Blueberry Hill and other areas. He even put the rest of our band on and let us open up for him and all. And around that time frame, even we have people that had job issues and things of that nature. I remember one gig didn't go too well for us to open up for him, but at least what we had for him was solid, the three of us.
Yeah.
So this is 2010 or so, in that time frame. So coming up to the pageant, I was so, and all of us, but I was like, man, we got to get to the pageant. So I worked whatever resources I could. I would go around asking questions like, and I ran into a guy right behind the pageant. I was like, hey, man, I'm trying to get my crew on at the pageant. What I got to do? And Chris Kaiser-Riffin was with me that day. And the guy said, hey, man, we're looking for somebody to open up for us. And little did I know at the time frame, that was Night Owls. And we found out that after the fact. But nevertheless, found out that was going on. And there was a bit of a hiccup even in that sense because Night Owl wanted to perform with us. And like we were stating, this is pretty much our moment. It wasn't a glory moment in a sense of, hey, man, go that way, but it was like, yo, we need this. Respectfully,
yeah, man.
Respectfully, that was what it was. And what I recall, he didn't take that too well. Nevertheless, we performed and the night went down the way it went. And so yeah, that's coming out of the pageant. And the altercation ended up happening shortly thereafter. And let me say this about Chris as well. Despite the misfortune of him not recording us, he was diehard for us, loved us, and to this day,
even to this day, he's still like,
he is like, still 100% for us. So Chris is nothing but mad love, man. It's just unfortunate situation that bro. Happened in that sense, and we still love you. Yeah, man. Nevertheless, we're coming out of 10 and coming to 11. Fred and I have an altercation in that regards. And it was all passion for what we wanted to do, where we wanted to be, where we wanted to get to. We all would work whatever we could. And as Fred just kind of took over in the sense of, hey, we can book here, we can book there. We all would come into the pot and say, hey, let's do this. Hey, I checked this out, check that out. But yeah, this moment that ended up happening was it was a knife in the heart. Not only did Fred walk away, but this is why if you guys remember, we still had the Soul Experience up and running. And
we did.
Yeah, so me, Cordeyell, and Dion were working, we were rehearsing, and I'm like, no one's coming to get, how come no one's coming to rehearsal? Get a call from Mario, and he states that Sheriff, Fred, and Kelvin are over at his house. I'm conducting the meeting. Let's meet up. Cordeyell, Dion, and myself at the time felt, hey, I remember we were like, we got to get ready for the show, man. We don't have time. We don't have time to stop and get this meet up and things like that.
And it was close to the time of the show. So
which in retrospect now, I don't condone. If it's something going on in the family, okay, let's hold tight and let's put everything on pause. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, take her home. That's the mentality we should have had, but we had that. We eventually decided to go ahead and go with Mario's, and it was things pretty much thrown to the table. People was the mediator, right? He was the mediator. Things didn't. A lot of people didn't feel like I was running the band properly, the way it should have been ran. I stated differently. I felt that was very, very not true, because this is bread and butter for me as a whole, as everyone, not just myself. But nevertheless, all that was thrown onto the table. And I remember Kelvin and Cher walking away and saying, you know what, we done. In fact, ultimatum came. Stated asking, if we don't step down, I'm done. And I refused to step down because it's still my vision when it's all said and done, and decided to walk away.
And this wasn't like step down from like not being part of the band, but this in regards to you being like the official leader.
The leader of the
Yeah,
band.
which is not possible because like how do you step down to something you started?
Right. And so at that time frame, it was very, very tense in that sense. And as Fred stated, he decided to kick off Smoooth Productions. I still remember seeing your very first post stating, I'm no longer
I remember,
I'm no longer in ties with Immortal SoulEra. And all that blazed my system in the sense of, damn. And it's like, man, all of this to be put in. And I totally agree with Fred in the sense of, hey, we ought to be way further from where we are. Despite we were coming out of Terrence, being manager, managing Terrence and all, and going to the next era. So we wanted to go further. And I will bring back Night Owl. Even Night Owl stated, he's like, yo, you cats should have your own single out, man, or something. What on earth is going on? How come you guys don't have nothing out?
Yeah.
I would have to say in that same sense, we were in the struggling musician phase. Money was tight. Us too, we weren't seeing a whole lot of money. That's a whole nother long around the corner story. But to get to where we're at in this sense of 2011 going into 12, I believe, once everyone walked away and everyone that walked away from that meeting, me, Cordeyell, and Dion knew that we had to start from scratch.
Yeah.
So it was a new trio. Years kind of passed. Fred finally got his thing up and running in the beginning stages his, and everyone else was doing their own thing. And we ended up rebranding. So this is 2011, 2012 or so. And that's where we're at currently right now.
And talk about for yourself, because I saw the promos, the posters that y'all had of different members. You know, that y'all eventually had like a different drummer, bass guitarist, so y'all was trying to, find that perfect blend. To talk about just going through that phase.
Okay. Well, starting just with the new trio, me, Dion, and Cordeyell, what we always did, even before the breakup, we would drill these songs into our heads.
Yo, man.
Like crazy.
Boy, like for hours and hours and hours.
Hours and hours.
We eat, sleep, and breathe these songs to perfection.
Yeah. We're actually kind of jumping over a bit. We're jumping over Rala and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to circle back.
We'll go back to that later.
Okay.
I got something special for that.
All right, awesome. Okay, well, right. So we're in 2011, 2012. So we're kind of jumping a bit. We knew that we had to. Dion, he knew the songs, but he didn't know them like fully. Yeah. So me, Cordeyell, and Dion, we would go down to our basement and we would throw him into boot camp. In fact, we were throwing ourselves in because we had to rebrand ourselves.
Yeah,
we had to get tight.
Boot camp.
We had to get tighter. We knew we had to up our game. So we worked on our first EP. Although we did work on earlier EPs, but
at Redbox Studio.
Yeah, we worked. This time we knew we had to go back to the drawing board and finally got more equipment and things of that nature to where we can be able to record ourselves. And around this time, my sister Diane,
shout out, what's up?
She ended up managing. Okay. B&J Properties. There she is. What up, sis? What up, big sis?
Love you. Sis? Yo.
She took the reins and she started to
she was the manager and did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal job.
And then also this is the time frame that we were actually running Legacy. The three of us were hired from MK. What up, MK? To hold down Legacy, continue it. Yeah. But we also exited Legacy around this time frame, 11, 012. Yeah. So this is where we got tight. And then we started to get into the stage where we started looking for other players. I was still on the sense of we need a full-fledged band to be able to bring the artistic vision that I see for us musically. So we're going along emotions. People came, people left. background singers, even musicians, a lot of mad fresh people, and now we're getting into the sense of, okay, well, we're not finding a lot of people, so we got to go at our own.
Yeah.
So we would go to Cicero's. We performed the Cicero's for a lot of gigs, and then there were times where
the Battle of the Bands.
Battle of the Bands, yeah.
The first Battle of the Bands was you, Dion, and I,
Right.
and then the second Battle of the Bands was when we had like Keith and all them.
Is that what I'm about to get off there too?
Yeah.
So Dion actually stepped back for a moment as well.
Yeah,
And we ended up getting this guy named Keith and a few other musicians who are just phenomenal.
cold.
And we performed. We're talking.
They had our song sounding the way we always wanted it to sound,
totally.
with like because see then they was a good add on because performing with them and our songs being heard by them, and these are like seasoned musicians who've been playing longer than us,
right?
Who like are seasoned on the guitar and the piano and drums. These guys were seasoned, so it's just like the way that Tiesoul and I always wanted to hear our songs live. They was able to do that for us, right. So that Battle of the Bands was special.
So my question is, because you just brought up earlier how when y'all met those guys, Keith and those guys, that the sound was like, this is what we want.
Yeah.
No, I know what I'm saying. This is what you want. But
and
why do you feel?
We gotta talk about that.
Why do you feel that we couldn't get that sound? How Keith and them guys eventually had that sound.
Okay, so I'm gonna describe it just because I'm the one who said it. Mm-hmm. So my thing is this, right? So when I say, so let me say myself first because I don't want to speak for Tease. So let me just speak for me when I say that. So when I say, the way I've always wanted to sound, you know what I'm saying? I never felt like we couldn't do it. I feel like we could do it. The only reason why I felt like, I got the sound, I guess that I've always heard the song sounding in my mind was just simply the experience and just them being like seasoned players. So of course, like in other words, I play the piano, right? And I consider myself to be a decent piano player, right? So if I play a song that I do, and if I'm playing it, I'm like, all right, that's dope. But it ain't what I want it to be. So if I hear another seasoned piano play something of mine, I'm like, you see, that's how I want it to sound. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always sound better to me because this piano player is way more seasoned. So if he playing something, then I'm like, okay, see, that's how I wanted to hear it. Versus if I'm just playing something and my playing is not as great as a seasoned player. So that's all I meant by that. It's just having that seasoned sound, and you know what I'm saying, it'll forever be like that where, you know what I'm saying, what I hear, like for instance, like okay, so I would take my brother Brad, right? Brad Young. Now we both do the same stuff. We both sing, we both play the piano, we both play the guitar, we do the whole nine. The Prince and Michael, we do that. But his piano playing is like way more seasoned than mine. Like my main piano playing is like, R&B and soul, right? But he can play like classical and jazz, you know what I'm saying? Which to me always sounds phenomenal. I don't know how to play like that. So if he played one of my joints versus me, I'm always like, how his sound better because he's more seasoned than I am.
So was there a reason why you never was like, hey, bro, I see what you're doing. I'm hearing it. I need to get on your level. Did you ever say, hey, can you show me that? Can you teach me that? So I can be on the level that you are.
Yeah, I did. But it's just like
Chopping the mic, touching it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
so the thing about that was it was just we didn't have the time for that, just simply because so at that time, this is when like, you know, it was so it was, you know, Brad Young, my brother Vega, and I. At this time, we were like always in the studio recording day in, day out for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So him trying to teach me to play classically, we just never had the time for that because we was always busy doing studio sessions, creating songs, making up songs. You know, you had like Rock House, Black Persian, which was a collection of different artists, you know, from, you know, Verb to Brooke, Tiffany, like just Donnie, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know, Aloha, like so all that time was really spent on, you know, doing, you know, Molly, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out, you know, to Molly.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was just all the time was spent with producing for them. So, you know, it just never got that time. So, you know, and then it was just like, my brother was always more seasoned than me anyway, because so at my mom's church, our cousin, Ronald Irvin, yo, man, I love you so much, Ronald, dude. You man, you the best, man. But Ronald Irvin is was the organist for my mom's church. So he was so dope and cold at the organ. And so he taught my brother Brad how to play the organ. So that's how he got so good. And I never learned how to play the organ. You know what I'm saying? I just always stuck with the piano. And so that's why he got so good, because he was, you know, my cousin Ronald, you know, taught him some stuff. And then from there, he just grabbed it and just, you know, got more advanced and more advanced and more advanced. So that level of seasonings was like kind of always there. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why, like, it was just always, but when we became producers, that's where all the time went. It went on that, producing all the different people. And then when it came to us producing our own songs, you know, it always took longer with us than everybody else, because it's just like, you know, if me and him was in the studio, we was in the studio from like nighttime to sun up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's just like, so that's all that was, man.
And then plus having a band, you trying to depend on
and then
five other cats.
Yeah, and a whole band.
You know,
so I didn't have time to just sit there and just learn how to play classics like that, because, you know, so I had Rock House, which is us and Brad and them. I had SoulEra, which was us, and then I had New Sound, which was, you know, me and Corey Ace. So 3 things going on all at one time. So yeah, free time was not even a thing.
So T's just hearing that, knowing that, you know, C has so many other different ventures going on. That's just pretty much saying it's hard to dedicate certain time for the band.
Right.
So which goes back to you now in regards to what I asked C. How come in your eyes you feel like the sound never just got there for the band?
And yeah, that in that sense, that's the whole dichotomy of why things went a bit left field, why we never really gelled and got things together, because of rehearsal time. And then eventually what came into play were jobs and lives and things of that nature. Because there were you remember the time where we would just go down the basement and we'd just be there.
Whatever. Until
5
12
as well.
2 o'clock in the morning.
To work. To which I love my parents.
Right.
Oh
Love
man,
my
shout
parents.
out your mom, pop, man.
Yeah.
Y'all put up with
I
it.
love them for that, because there are so many times that they put up with it. And
They put up with it
eventually
every
got to the
night,
stage.
man.
It was like, okay, yo, we gotta shut this down, guys.
Yeah.
It's been like, but we could be able to go down in that basement, lock in, and literally get where we need to be. I wouldn't say it's a matter of skill in that sense, because we can work at anything and make it what it is. 'Cause the skill is there. It was just the time.
Yeah,
That
I agree.
wasn't.
That timing, man.
Yeah. And that's that's that. I couldn't argue with how you felt about that, Kels, and the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Because they would be there and certain people wouldn't. Like Cordeyell wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
Or Dion wouldn't.
Yeah.
And so wouldn't, or whatever the case. So as far as another key player after you guys left, who felt that same exact thing, was he and I would gel more than anything. It's Sean Moses. What up, Moses?
Moses, boy.
Super phenomenal.
A legend in his own right. That boy, the guitar.
Word. I mean, he's making noise even while we speak. I mean, that's nice, boom, cool. Him and I, we gel so much in that sense. We were working on projects and all that. But he became a part. Actually, he was brought on from Aaron.
Aaron brought him on?
Yeah, Aaron brought him on. Aaron discovered him and brought him to the group.
Dude, that's crazy. I know
as well as Sharon. What up, Sharon?
Right.
Damn.
So
we had a lot of damn people.
Yeah. So Sean Moses came on that sense. This is now we're talking. This is 13, 14.
Yeah.
We got a gig at the Coliseum right there in the Midtown. Yeah. And the Coliseum and the Rusty Goat.
Right.
Rusty Goat.
Yeah.
Dude, with 7.
Word, right. That's what I say. 7. What up, 7?
What up, 7?
Carl 7. What up?
Mm-hmm.
We were able to gel in that sense, and as far as money goes, that was a tough time there as well. We weren't really getting paid as much. But nevertheless, in that sense, we were in a sense we were so hungry, and we wanted to get the recognition as far as being known that we went on ahead and took odd jobs, so to speak, which a lot of musicians wouldn't even. You don't have this money, I ain't with it. But we always operated off the love of the music. Now, let me say this. I know full well that the money is needed. The thing here is you got to have a love for this first. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a love for it, you're doing it for the wrong thing. The money is not a problem. As it's written, your talent will make a way for you. So I encourage anyone else who's doing this, you have got to have the love of this first.
Oh, absolutely.
That's first and foremost.
Love and passion,
everything else is going to come after that. So that's a sidebar. But in that sense, what's important is for us to be able to have the musicians there to gel and get things tight and get things organized and use the talent, the God-given talent that we had to be able to get that. And that's what we were having, and that's why things came about as it did.
Yeah, because it's like, to me, after, me, Kelvin, Cher, Mario, it was like you said before, all that time that we put in. Mm-hmm. But now you're seeking other people who their mindset was on trying to get that money.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're already seasoned.
Right.
They weren't like, hey, I'm just trying to start up, and no, they were like, okay, well, do I get paid?
Right. Right.
So, and especially after 9-10 years, you're not having, like you said, now we having babies and jobs. So it's like all this time, nothing's still happening, but other outside sources are starting to affect.
Right.
So it was just a whole combination of just so many things that was not happening within the band that allow other outside things to start being more important.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Now, see, now, one thing though that I want to say, which I think is so dope, is that like, cause so when it comes to SoulEra, it was a lot of people who was a part of us, right? Now, the beautiful thing about everybody that did leave, you know what I'm saying? So first of all, let me just say, whoever was a part of SoulEra will always be a part of the SoulEra legacy.
No question. If
you was ever a part of us, you'll always be a part of our legacy. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? You'll always be a part of us in the legacy. So this is always let that be known. But also, I think the beautiful thing about everybody who did like jump ship from us is that they left us and went on to become better at what they did. Mm-hmm. So that was dope, because one thing about us is like, we always wanted everyone to do well. Either they was with us or even if they left, even with them leaving, we still wanted people to do well and succeed and just do great things, because whoever's a part of us and whoever was a part of us, they was a part of us because of the dope potential that we saw. You know what I'm saying? So we see potential. That means we know you're going to be great with or without us. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, so that's a good thing, you know, like, you know, Smoooth, you know, when he left, he advanced, he upgraded and became his own and become extremely phenomenal great at what he does, which is, as you guys tune in, know, you know what I'm saying? You know, Pro left, did his thing, Kevin left, did his thing. So that's the beauty of it all, though. People who did leave, they left and they advanced and they just went on ahead and did great things for themselves. So, you know, that's still, it's still a win-win either way.
So this is the part of the reflection.
Mm-hmm.
So now, after everything that we have been discussing thus far, as we reflect back, what are some things that you feel that you could have done differently during that 01 to 09, 010 era that you feel would have benefited the band better?
I believe what I could have done better is seeing to it that we were respected in the sense of our time and our money, even, you know, because I'm never oblivious to the fact that, you know, people, you know, a lot of people want to get paid from it. I'm not oblivious, and we all need that. We just, that's just the end all be all. I get that, but I was just looking in the sense of I'm hungry. Yeah, even the equipment that I have, like, you know, I'm willing to just take this equipment and just go out. You know, and eventually people will get their own equipment, although that never happened. Well, I was like, I'm not. That's how hungry. That's how hungry I am. I was like, look, this is our equipment. Let's do this. I don't care if I got everything. Let's go. So, you know, and when people would say, okay, you invest in this, so you have a strong, you are serious about this, hands down. You know, but I would say that I should have saw to it. I saw to that we were respected in the sense of our musicianship and things of that nature, but to a degree, somehow, some way, we still weren't in that sense.
It wasn't tight.
It wasn't tight. And I guess I was speaking from a business standpoint. Thought the business was better, that we needed better opportunities. I should have shut things down a whole lot better right off the flip. And instead of just going for that hungry mentality. But and having that, but having respect in that sense. Look, respect this group of people who come together, get this, what we're getting together, to get this dream and vision, goal together, so we can move forward. You know, I totally have to respect that beyond our recognition. Versus, well, we'll just throw you a few dollars, or we'll just, now you do the minimum, or hey, your time is up, you got to get off the stage, or, you know, things of that nature. But I guess it all ties into when you don't have a manager and you got to kind of do things yourself. So,
what about yourself, C? Looking back,
man, not just like I don't know. I guess I feel like you know, like maybe the communication could have been better. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I think, you know, maybe if, like, you know, communication could have been better too, as far as like what everybody felt that maybe they needed and maybe like wasn't getting, and then what can we do to better this for like everybody and all the, you know, parties involved. So I feel like you know, that probably could have been done. And I feel like if that was done, you know, before the mediation, then maybe, you know, everybody else would have stayed longer, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, if everybody, you know, if whoever felt that they had to leave. Again, we don't fault nobody for leaving because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? People got their own reasons, but I think if that communication was there just prior to that, then, you know what I'm saying, things probably could have been done differently. Maybe, compromisations could have been worked out. And, you know what I'm saying? I think if the communication was just better with all parties involved, then I think that unity and that togetherness would have lasted longer, than what it did. So, and I think we all play a role in that, including myself. So it's just like, yeah, I just think, I think no one, nothing was being said. And I guess everybody was just rolling with the punches, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, like, when you roll with the punches and just let things, add up and add up and add up and add up and add up, then that's when it's like, okay, you know what? Dang, I had enough. I just can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying? Which, that's fine. Every human has boiling points. It's part of being a human. You take so much until you can't take no more, right? But, I feel like it shouldn't always have to be like that. Because the minute you start to feel something, then that's when you should speak on it. So that, okay, now let's see if something let's see what resolution can come of that then. Let's see what we can do to help out so that you don't have to feel that way. Versus just rolling and just letting it get to a point to where it's like, I can't. So I just think if the communication was different, like I say, just everybody involved, all members, you know what I'm saying, including myself, all members, then I think it probably would have lasted a little bit longer than, even though all in all, I would still say, all in all, with every member we've had, including Dan, shout out to Dan, wherever you at.
Dan. Oh yeah.
Who
cover, yeah.
Extremely talented. Oh my God. I mean, he made dope Children of the Ghetto.
Oh man. Oh man.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
So,
man.
But he was another one that just couldn't get him fully on.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Nah, his time was extremely limited.
Yeah.
Even with me on Tiesoul, like Dan's time was extremely limited, man.
Yeah.
But he would have been a great addition, because you know what I'm saying. Now, the dope show too that I can remember, that I can't forget. You remember when him and Aaron was guitaring together?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
come on.
It was
yeah.
like that was the sound, like you said before, that we were looking for. Once again, this is Smooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth. Hope y'all have been enjoying this conversation as we're chatting it up. 25 years, y'all.
Man.
25.
You know what I'm saying? Officially, the Immortal SoulEra. As you've been hearing, how we met, how we, grown to a certain level, the ups and the downs, the reflections. I'll say for myself that I feel like if I would have had enough time to do it, but my time was so limited with trying to be a rehearsal. You and I was mainly the ones that was in the latest.
Yeah.
But from that to being an early parent, working, that I didn't really have that time to, as much as it was a blessing to be self-taught, it could also be a hindrance, because there's still some things that I feel like I should have learned as a drummer. So I'm taking it, and I think that's the biggest thing that we all need to do. Everyone who's part of the band is accountability.
Oh yeah, you do.
Totally. Because I feel like that was the one thing that was like the common denominator that we didn't do, was hold ourselves accountable and show more pride.
Totally.
And not saying that me and Tease, didn't show that more than others or whatever the case was, but like just for me, it was, if I was able to dedicate myself to learning more. I remember how Tiesoul said, "Oh, y'all at home, learn the jazz way, learn country, learn rock, learn salsa, so many different genres, so we can add it." So he put it out there, but I knew that I couldn't dedicate myself because I had so much other stuff going on personally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, to do that. So I feel like that was, it took away a certain element, like you said, having that right sound and being tight, it took away that element for us to really get to that level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I put that on myself because, like I said, we all are peace and we all brought certain elements.
Indeed.
But looking back, I realized that I couldn't bring that certain sound as a drummer because I knew that I couldn't put in the time to really focus more on it, work on it, get certain lessons done.
Yeah.
Because of that. So, but like I said, I think as a whole, once again, just accountability, man. And it was just too many times that we just didn't know who was going to be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether it was
like Russian roulette,
or the actual night of the show. And that took away a lot of energy. You know, as Tiesoul was saying,
people not showing up when it's time to perform. Like, dang.
Exactly. And like as Tiesoul was saying, you know, he was big on energy. And Tease did it earlier. I don't know if y'all caught it, but you know, if Tease is pissed off about something, the first thing he do. Once he did that,
like shoot, like dang, Tease man, dang, what happened?
What you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? You like, knew it was not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a fun time, you know. But like I said, and hope that for those who's watching, who will watch this, that you learn, because that's something that, you know, that helped me be better was when, you know, knowing how I was going through certain things with the band. Yeah. That when I'm doing Smoooth Productions, like this is not what I'm going to do. In regards to taking that route, I'm going to take this route instead. And like I said, you've seen the success of, you know, Kelvin doing amazing things, Mario in his own thing now, which leads me to this. What's next for you? See,
like musically wise?
Yes. In your life, what's next for you? Do you want to continue to go forward with the band SoulEra?
Oh, I do, like it's you know, it's SoulEra for life, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that ain't even a question. From the beginning, I decided like, it's SoulEra for life, man. So that's always the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man. Like moving on, like it's a lifetime commitment, you know, with SoulEra. Like I say, this is something that we started, man, and we started, man. You know, we go finish. And we started strong and we go finish strong.
Sorry about that. And Tease, you know, what's your mindset now? And I know you told me previously about certain projects that you're on right now, but just talk about your mindset now, 25 years. Where is your head at right now?
Well, what I could be able to say, Fred, man, I mean, Cordeyell took the words out of my mouth. You know what I mean? This is for life. Now being in this 25 years strong, it's tremendously imperative that we see it all the way through. I won't even say to the end. I won't say to the end because I don't believe in the end. But I believe,
good point.
No doubt. But you know, and I said this before to a few other band members at one point in time. I said it recently. I recognize this entire time of building this. I recognize that it's become a fire that's, if you could take all three bodies of water on Earth, each and every single fireman in the entire world, you know what I mean? Nothing can put this fire out. It's just, it's risen to the stage of you just cannot put it out. And that's the inspiration, the passion, the drive to be able to do this. I've recognized that I've given myself like 30 plus years of work. It's like I'm never bored. There's never a moment where I'm saying, no, I'm bored. I ain't gonna do. I always have something like literally to do. And it's in that sense of being able to move forward with that, with other projects, things of that nature, from producing other people to working on other projects. And where we're at currently now, where the roster is now, It's for myself, Cordeyell, Dion, and shout out to Enoch and Nafi, who's about to currently rock with us. And we're moving forward. You know, it's a dream that never dies. It's about going above and beyond. And it's my goal is to get you to see what I see in my head. For me to bring that out for you to be able to see it, because if you see what's going on in my head with this, it's like, man, this is like a landscape of color you never seen before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this goes, it's more than just continuing. It's more than just seeing it, you know, here and we reach this point and nowhere else to go. This is beyond life. I don't even call it a musical career. I call it a musical journey.
Journey about 4 years. Yeah.
And it's that powerful. It's such, you know, the beautiful, the ugly, the good, the bad, the ups and downs, the turnarounds and the things that are supposed to go right. And let me also say this, because some people have stated to me, it's like, dude, what on earth are you guys doing? How come you guys aren't performing every single month or year or whatever? Why is it always a year that you guys come and perform? Or, you know, what on earth is going on with you? You know, are your guys together with this? I mean, I only see you. You're the only one that's like this. Apparently I got tremendous patience of it. I believe in my people. I believe in what it is that we do. Yes, I want to snap my fingers and we are already where we need to be.
Yeah.
But there's a time and place for everything. That's what I recognize.
Mm-hmm.
There's a moment that Jesus is like, not yet. But when it happens, no one will be able to take their eyes off of you. And that's the moment that I believe is here now. But we're not going to get there if we decide to just stop and just go get 9 to 5. So you know what? I'm throwing this all up in the air. Ain't nothing happening, this, that, and the third. That's why I stay hungry. That's why this stays on my mind. I mean, I be at work, 12-hour shifts. Like, this is my real job, what I want to do.
Yeah.
And the album, we're working on that. We're working on a brand new EP. We're going to get that out this year. And we're going above and beyond. If I could pose a question to you, Fred, if I could possibly switch the tables and all. And I mean this in the sense of where we are. Would you ever see yourself like rocking with us in the sense of where we're all, the knowledge that we have now and how we know that we don't want to shortchange ourselves and our do's and our don'ts on the time for this and this and the third, and we're all on the same page. Even if it was just for a millisecond, would you see yourself rocking with us once again?
The only way that I can see that is if I noticed from afar that y'all got it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that I can tell that you're satisfied, you're happy, he is, and the peace that you have with you.
Yeah.
If I see that and I feel that like, oh, this is it. Yes.
Awesome.
Because like you said, and like I've been saying, you know, with now that I don't have no job like Tommy, but you know what I'm saying, just putting so much into my brand, you know what I'm saying, my family, the whole nine, you know, of course, life changed, you know, from 25 years ago to now.
Right.
So like I said, it just has to be where I can see from before that, boom, they finally hit their stride.
Right.
There you go. Yeah. Go.
You know what
go,
I'm saying?
man.
And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
hit their stride, and it's like they ready.
Yeah.
And I can just add on to it.
That'll
Not
work.
know, okay, they hot now, so now you want me like the Mike Jones thing.
Right.
You know, okay,
Yeah, man.
here we go.
Yeah.
Let me just add on to what I can add on to what they already had great.
Yeah.
Right.
And just bring more into it.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
With
So
that.
yes, it's always open, but it just has to be that. That's how I am with picking out shoes or you know what I'm saying, or
just in
find
general,
the right vehicle, or
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even you know, with my wife, shouts out to you. Like I knew then, like
yeah. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. You
I'm locked in.
Word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope, man. That's dope as hell,
one
bro.
thing I am
That's
is that
dope.
I'm gonna always be loyal and committed,
Yeah.
but I also have to have a reason to do so.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we getting up there. I mean, I don't know how I have more grades than Tiesoul right now, but you know what I'm saying? You know, you live, you learn, but it's all about now. We should be all at the point where we don't take no nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just keep, okay, I'll wait until you decide you want to be certain. No.
Right.
You know, we're too old for that now.
Yeah.
Back then we could have had patience because we were learning,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how it should be, or you know, learning the ropes. But now we know the game.
Yeah, and we was extremely young too.
We've been there and seen that.
Yeah.
So now it has to be a point where we're like, our cutoff game has to be strong.
Yeah, and tapped in, locked in.
Yeah. So once again, smooth conversations, but the conversations are always smooth. So
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what Fred thought. I don't know how he thought we wouldn't go leave without talking about how one of our biggest songs came to be. Just what you want. I guess he forgot.
It's coming up. It's coming up. I got you. So hold on.
We don't really get to that story.
Hold on tight. This is what I call Smooth Moments, brought to you by your boy Smooth. And I got a few things I want to show and just reminisce, reflect on. So let's talk about this. This is when I had hair, people. I had the waves busting. YT, if you watch it right now, there you go. But just talk about this, and as y'all seen my shirt earlier, it has the best kept secret in the loop. I did because of this one right here. But talk about this photo, fellas.
You know what? That's actually back when I had hair too. Obviously, I had the most hair actually. Dang, even Dion had hair. Wow. I'm right there, guys. I just got my hair pinned up in the hat now.
That's
when Mario was first growing his little dreads out. Dude, this was classic, man. Dude, I remember these flyers, bro. Like,
we had them everywhere.
We did.
Do you remember that?
Oh yeah,
street team.
Oh yeah,
we had them flyers everywhere.
Homeboy, I forgot my boy name that did the photography. I used to work with him at UPS. I forgot his name though. But he put his foot in this.
Oh, he did.
That night was very, very, very like strong and powerful because he was taking photos while we were rehearsing. He got the right angles. He got every single angle that you could possibly get, and that was our moment to tell the world, here we come, and how serious we are about it, and this is what we're cooking. All the magic happened in that basement.
Well, I realized
all of that was the nucleus of us. Like, okay, this is us. You're about to get what you see. So the title, "The Best Kept Secret in the Loop." It actually it happened on the sense of accidental,
right?
Because I recall we were talking about how it was all under the sense of we need to get out there. We need to literally get out there. So I remember Cordeyell was the one who coined it. He was like, "Dude, we're not out there. We need to get out there, dude. We can talk about being the best kept secret in the loop, but if we keep on doing what we're doing right now, we're gonna stay the best kept secret in the loop." So, and I remember that like yesterday. All them friends came up with it, but it's like you know, we don't really know who we are.
We're gonna be that name permanently.
So we need to get the hell out there. So Fred came up with the title, but he just kind of Cordeyell just kind of threw extra sauce on it. So the whole entire importance of that title was, we're secretive right now, but we're not going to be secretive for long. So you're about to see what it is we got. You know what I mean? So we got something just mad important. So that's pretty much it.
All right, moving on.
That's classic, bro.
Remember this?
Oh my goodness, I remember it.
This was at Harris Stove.
Yeah, at Harris Stove.
In the Performance Center.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, Mario, prolific, man. You probably don't want to look at the picture, but nevertheless, man, this is the beginning stages, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is the beginning stages. And
What was the old girl name?
who is that over there? I kind of can't.
I forget her name.
Yeah,
This is when Pro started coming to his own.
Yeah,
Well,
totally.
This is when he started like being his own.
Yeah.
Started giving him his own set.
Totally.
He wasn't like this is when he stopped being a background singer and started being an actual
Indeed.
solo.
This is it.
You
This
know,
is totally it.
Yeah.
The girl though, I can't see her entirely, but I don't recall.
Okay. Well, I have another slide showing up. Coming up soon. So I think when you see her, you'll know.
Okay.
Here we go. Remember this?
Yeah.
Central West End.
Central West End.
Oh.
Central West End. Yep. That we had that little gig for a minute for weekends. And
was that Blue Rain?
Blue Rain.
Yeah.
There we go. What up? Shout out to Blue Rain. Word. Yeah. She invited us to come over there. I forgot the name of the spot though, but it was in Central West End. And we had that going on for a few weekends. And yeah, that was that. Beautiful moment, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Look
man.
at the hat that Mario had.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you talking.
Chief thought he was an Avenger.
Word. Yeah, man. That was the whole 9 yards, man. It's like, yeah.
That was the soul experience.
That was a soul experience.
Legacy books.
It sure was.
The soul experience.
It sure was.
And do you remember the theme song?
Yeah, I remember the theme song. Pro
was singing the theme song, and we did the music.
Song. I wish I still had that shirt, man. I love that shirt, man. That shirt was mad official. Beautiful, man.
Soul experience was dope. Do you remember the soul experience? We used to actually make songs up on the spot.
I remember. I sure don't remember.
Yeah,
we did.
What a time.
What a time,
man.
What a time.
Yeah, all man. Right. Oh yeah, that's still the soul experience, man. I mean, we were starting the profiling, man. It's like, yo, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking
about? Okay, so now this was actually the night that I don't know if y'all remember now. This is the night that Lando came and did his set.
I recall that.
This is the night that Lando came and he did his little, his little set or whatever. Yeah,
I recall.
That was that night.
Yeah, man.
Because remember, that was the night where it was extremely packed. Remember?
Yeah. I remember.
Like it was
a whole vibe, man.
Dude, it was more packed than we ever had it.
Totally.
There we go. That's the picture I was telling you about.
Okay.
That old girl.
Oh, that was her. Okay. I still don't remember her name. I don't remember her name, but I sure don't remember her.
So you should.
I don't. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, man.
I sure can't recall her name for nothing.
Yeah, but this is
where is that at?
Yeah, this is Clayton.
Yep.
Because Aaron came around.
Yep.
And he got he came. That's when he came with the remix and nothing you can do about it.
But where is this at though?
It was at Clayton. They had an arts festival.
It was an outdoor stage.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got the gig and he was like, "Hey man, I got this gig, man. Yo, Cassidy, come on." And he that was it. That was so. That's it.
I don't remember her name, man.
I know, man. I can't recall.
What the fuck is going on in my hair?
I look like I was starting to dread up and stuff.
Yo, what am I doing with my hair? Why?
For me, this was when I still had hair, but you can't tell right now. Maybe if I zoomed in on it, but I had a mohawk.
I kind of see it from here.
Me?
I kind of see it. It's like kickoff. It's kind of like it's a kickoff.
Yep. So wifey be watching. I tried it.
Yeah.
But that's it. I had a mohawk on, but that was probably the last day I had it too.
Yeah. Wife, if you're watching, I guess I was trying to. I know I wasn't growing.
He said it came and left.
Yeah, it just came and left. Word.
Yeah.
This night here.
I remember this night.
Wait.
This night here was at the Jazz Bistro.
Jazz Bistro.
And what happened that special night while we was on stage?
Barack Obama ended up being the president. And it was my birthday too.
Yes,
my birthday.
This was classic. We was performing live, and they announced that Obama won president in the middle of our show.
Tell the story that we talked about the other day.
So yeah, and so basically we was performing. Apparently we didn't know for real, and the crowd was cheering real hard. We were like, "Oh no, we killed it! No, we thought they was like on. I mean, the crowd would just start cheering all super loud, and we thought we just killed it. And they would look behind us and they're showing.
Barack Obama.
We all on stage like, yeah, they killed us and find out, oh, he won.
We won. It's like, oh my goodness, it wasn't for us. It was all for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, we thought we was.
And when we
killed
stopped, like, we might as well stop. Hell, they,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, we stopped at that. It was like, well, that was his moment. We're not gonna go past that.
Word. It's
But
like,
that was a crazy night. Once again, it was your birthday.
mhm.
Yeah.
I always think about you and Mo Galladay sharing the same birthday.
Right. What up, Mo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. My November 4th, my birthday twin. I remember this day. This was the club is right there on I want to say Martin Luther King. I want to say that.
Oh, was that
It was a fashion show though.
That's what I'm talking about. The fashion show.
It was a fashion show. Yeah.
That was the Martin Luther King. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
The
right.
place.
Yeah. It was a
Yo,
fashion show.
That show was actually dope.
It was a fashion
That show was dope as hell.
It was.
Because
However,
we performed on that stage, remember?
yeah, but what I recall, the runway was so skinny.
Yeah,
It was like if I step on them and fall off.
Yeah, it was like it was like this.
Yeah, so I understand that. But I remember we either we performed there twice or we did a clothes change. We changed our clothes. Because I remember Aaron had on a button up.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So-
we did change our clothes.
Yeah, we did.
Remember?
We changed our clothes. Okay.
Because like so
I stayed the same though. I remember I remember staying the same.
Of course, I mean, it's you.
I guess. But I mean, in the
nah,
sense
y'all
of
gonna
that,
do y'all mama.
I was like, either we performed there twice or we exchanged. I think we did perform there a second time because there was a big something else was going on. And at any rate, it was a real good spot.
See, but like we changed our outfit for the sake of the show because it was a big fashion show, and then and when we performed, we was on the walkway.
Right.
So that's why, like, you know, the walkways they keep changing their outfits and all
man.
that.
Yeah. Beautiful time, man.
There we go. Kyra. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Kyra.
Rolla!
Yeah. No. This is Merrimack. There we go.
I thought that one commercial. You know what?
Oh yeah. The dude that say the wrong.
Yo, shout out to Detroit. What?
Detroit
Texas.
was last night. The dude like Detroit last night. The dude like, hey, all you hear is want to get away.
Yeah, I do that.
You're like, yeah, let me get out of here before they mob me, man. Word up. But yeah, man, this is another beautiful night. Shout out, R.I.P. Kyra. Word up. You know, she believed in us.
Show did, man. She loved the hell out of us.
She loved us, man. Word up. She put us on like yesterday wouldn't have it, man. She loved having us there.
Man.
Called when we was at the football.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, football
That
was
football
mad
was
official,
like,
man.
football was super dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That, man, we went all out.
Now,
Whoa!
Yeah,
the
man.
times at Rolla.
The times
Now,
at Rolla. It's the
another one
first
of our
time.
best shows is Rolla was a show that made me feel like we were celebrities because of how they treated us.
Shoot.
Dude,
Same
you know
here.
that's my autographs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they lined up trying to get autographs and like, dude, that Rolla was another one of our best.
No question.
That made us feel mega too. Like, I think that's right. To me, that's right under the pageant.
Indeed.
Yeah. Fun times, man.
So dope that they invited us back
Yeah.
to redo it again, and we came back and redid it just as well.
Yeah, man. That second time was
Man, Rolla was so dope, man. We had the little kid in the crowd break dance, remember?
Yeah, man.
And we
Oh,
brought him on stage and he was break dancing and all this little
I recall.
dude was
It's
cold.
like this was just yesterday, man.
And then
Think of my clothes, though.
I know.
And the towel,
look at all our clothes.
Mhm.
baggy jeans.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
look at that, man. I like Lil Wayne brother.
Yeah, and this was around the time that Lil Wayne was beyond.
Women lie,
beyond.
Yeah.
He was on everyone's joints. So
Yeah, because you remember we did the Women Like Men line.
Yeah.
yeah. I did that on Talk Box.
And they probably
This was year 2.
That's
year
what
2.
on the base.
Yeah,
And this the one where we all came out wearing regular clothes,
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah.
Oh, did we change this?
Then we changed.
Ooh, that was dope. That was your idea, Fred.
Yeah.
That was dope. Yeah, that was hella dope. I remember that. We got dressed up. We started with the street clothes, right? And then we went back, and then we came out dressy. That was your idea.
And there we go, dressed up.
Yep. Dude, that was cold, bro.
Indeed.
That idea was dope as hell.
So now, going back, because you brought up, me having the ideas and everything. But that was the beauty of some of our songs that we had.
Yeah.
That when we were just chilling, rehearsing, and then tell the story about This What You Want.
Oh man, wow, dude. So I love telling the story. I tell the story to me and T's always talk about. Me and T's talk about a lot of how our stories was made. One of our stories, one of our songs, the story is extremely controversial. We'll get into it, don't worry. But okay, so this song is a song called This What You Want. And to this day, it is one of our most powerful, strongest songs that we do on every show we perform. This is one of our songs that we always do. And this is our second biggest song, actually, besides Sonic Beauty. A song called This What You Want. And it was the way it happened is, we were just downstairs, just messing around with some stuff, you know what I'm saying? And we was actually we was messing around trying to find a new song, you know what I'm saying? It was, we was playing around with some stuff. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he started doing like playing some chords, just dum, 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 dum. I'm like, yo, what's that? She's like, what? I'm like, yo, what was you just playing? He's like, oh, no, man, I'm just messing around. I'm like, no, yo, dude, that's dope. Like, keep that going. Like, that was dope. And he's like, well, okay, cool. And she started playing again. Bum, 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 bum. And then Dion started playing drums. And that was it. It was just, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this cold, man. We got to do something to this. I couldn't think of nothing dope, but it was dope. And I was trying to, brainstorm what we going to do. And all of a sudden, I think Fred was in the pool room where the pool head was.
Yeah.
So he wasn't even in the room.
No, he wasn't in the room.
And then Fred came in. And all of a sudden he's like, yo, this is what you want. We give you what you need. This is what you want. And I was like, oh, dude, that is crazy, bro. That's cold. That is so dope. That's it. And he came with that hook. And instantly, I was like, all right, cool. And I started writing a verse to it. And I mean, one of our biggest songs was, Fred came out of nowhere with that, man. And I mean, he gave us a golden record with that one, man, because it's just out of nowhere. And I mean, he came in with it, and the hook was just perfect. The melody, the way he said it, it rolled the beat perfectly. And man, that was one time where I can say like it was magic, because really it just, it came out of nowhere, man. And I couldn't think of nothing. I was trying to think of like, what could I say to because the groove was dope. Mm-hmm. And I'm just trying to think, all right, man, I'm trying to say something. And you came in, man, with that hook and lace. I'm like, that's it, bro. That's it. That's it. Lace the hook. And then I, wrote the verse. And then I called Corey. I said, Corey, dude, listen to this song. And when I was playing, Corey like, oh damn, that's dope. Corey thought it was a song on the radio. He's like, yo, was it a cover? I'm like, no, there ain't no cover, nigga. We doing this live. And then Fred came up with that hook.
Word.
So I told Corey, all right, I got a verse. You need to write a verse. Corey's like, all right, then cool. So next day, I went over to Corey's house, and we was making the beat. But then I told Corey, all right, so let's write the verse now. And then we had to, because I had recorded on my phone what we did. And I wrote my verse, and then Corey listened to it, and then he wrote his verse. And I said, okay, yo, this is the new band song. And man, it was just magic how it happened. And to this day, that's one of our pride and joys. You know what I'm saying? It's two songs that are our pride and joy, that no matter where we go, no matter what show it is, the main two songs that's going to always be performed is song beauty, and the song that Fred came with that incredible hook. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, man, was a super, super magic session for me, man. I never forget that because, man, that's one of my go-to songs. And then, and plus when y'all actually hear the song, you'll actually hear Fred doing what he do best, putting his ones and twos and putting his magic touch to the actual record that we recorded. So that is one of the ones that we recorded. Like Fred said, finally. we finally got it. Yeah, man. But that's to this day, man. That's actually our actual like main up tempo banger. So yeah.
Yeah, and we've had so many songs, man, that could be just what you want to call it. Like mainstays, you know what I'm saying? Feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Answer Me,
Yeah.
Your Weekend, because it just has so many different meanings for different times of your life.
Totally.
On different days of the week, whatever really we just had those songs. Even like the Take You by the Hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was a joint I wish we could have really just
Yo,
yeah.
Take You by the Hand is like our number one R&B smoker.
And then of course Tiesoul's favorite,
Darling.
There you go.
His baby.
And when I say it was this one time we was doing the Soul Experience, right, at Legacy Books, and Teese did this song, right? Did the song, and at the end he just saw tears going down.
Oh, he teared up, yeah.
And me and Kelvin and Mario were just dying. we weren't trying to show it, but we were just dying laughing, man, because Teese was in the zone.
Yeah,
and he was feeling that mode, boy. He was feeling it, like, man.
He was going through some things.
Yeah,
okay?
man, yeah.
But it was like he just got lost in his own song. You know how they say, don't get high on your own supply?
Word.
That's how he was with Darling that night.
Man.
Just like how Michael Jackson was on She's Out of My Life at the end.
No question. Well, see, all that, fellas, and, all that plays a part into the performance and you literally feeling what it is you're saying. Like, I believe Stevie has said at one point in time, he has stated how, when I write a song, I gotta feel it. It's like it's kind of like a main idea, the paragraph, the title, the title and the paragraph. The paragraph speaks back towards the title, and the title speaks back to the paragraph. So when you're in sync with that, when you're performing whatever song you're performing, and you mean in the song, you mean what you're saying, all of that mix into whatever it is you're talking about. You're talking about a guy, you're talking about a girl, whatever the case, somebody feeling, or whatever the case.
Yeah.
All that mixed into one, it's like eating good food. And you're like, yo, I really feel this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you can't help but to really bring out that emotion.
That season was perfection.
Totally.
Like, oh my God.
Totally.
Dude.
I mean, as I stated, like Michael, when you perform, he's talking about like he's like, dude, she's gone, and I'm broke. I'm
not okay.
Every time, and it wasn't one time he did it where he didn't have that same emotion. He wasn't faking it. He literally had to go into those emotions. Yeah. So, and in a sense, we're talking about songs. Well, let me speak about Darling in a sense. Yeah, man. That I've like speaking about having other people on it, being with us and all. There was this one girl that used to rock with us. We would just be going into the song, and she would literally do this, like, oh my goodness, this is my favorite song. Oh my goodness, we about to sing this song. I can't even get myself together when it comes to this song. She was like she having a seizure based off of the song because I was like, yo, you really feel the song? It's like, it's more than feeling the song. I mean, it's more than that. It's what you're saying in the song, it's what you wrote in the song, all of that. And that lets me know, okay, so somebody is literally feeling it. As I said earlier, that's what it's really all about. literally feeling the song and really going into that sense. In the sense of other songs, though, Paradise, that's another one. But I'm gonna talk about the other song that I say these two songs are brothers. They're twin brothers. This is What You Want, but Jazz Workout is the other one.
Yes.
Yo.
So we're coming up on our second.
Another song that man, yours truly, came up with.
So
yours truly.
So everyone in media land, this is how this goes down. So this is our second year going to Raleigh, and the whole theme is jazz, dinner to jazz.
Oh,
this is the second year of it.
Sure was.
And once we found out that they wanted us back, we're like, cool, okay, we gonna really bring it. So me and the guys were in rehearsal one day, and we got This What You Want already going up and running.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the title, I'm like, Dinner to Jazz. Okay. So I say to the fellas, I say, guys, check. We need something that I'm thinking they're sitting at tables, is candlelight dinners, guy and a girl. It is just that moment. I knew that Kels was going to excel in this because, saxophone all day long. I saw him through this whole entire thing, majority of it. He's going to be our go-to to really hold things down. What up, Kels? And so I'm thinking smooth jazz, something that's laid back, dun, 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 something like that. Now I said to the guys, I'm thinking that in my head, so I'm like, guys, look, we need to do something where they're going to really be able to feel this. So we need to give them a jazz workout, and we need to give ourselves a jazz workout. So I'm just thinking, da da da. But my left hand said, dude, no, screw all that. We're going here. Dum, 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 dum,
That's
dum,
how it
dum,
happened.
dum. And I'm literally playing this to
He just came with that bass line.
I'm literally playing this to them while I'm explaining this. I'm like, so they go, I'm telling Dion, I'm like, Dion, do this samba. The samba drum pattern. Yeah, right, and that. So, and Cordeyell and Fred looking at me like, okay. They look at each other like, from your head down to your feet. And I'm like, dude, where'd it come from? And so
Fred kicked it off.
They literally got to the stage of, Fred literally took Kanye West's idea, workout plan, and came up with this whole entire vibe for jazz workout. And Cordeyell came up with verses. And we literally took things to where it was and how it broke down. So the whole entire dinner to jazz theme, me picturing people just sitting down eating dinner, candlelight dinners, ended up nobody was sitting down when this song came out.
Turn up.
And everyone, nobody was sitting down eating. Everyone was dancing on the floor like it's Soul Train.
A whole Soul Train line.
Mad live.
It
was a happy accident.
Yeah.
I was like, when we came up with it, I said, this wasn't what I was thinking of. This wasn't what I was talking about going, but damn it, let's go.
It worked.
It worked. I said, this is so official. So that jazz workout, this is what you want. They're like twin brothers to me in a sense. And they were created kind of the same lane, same sense.
It was just a vibe of music, and then Fred come in and put his master hook on it, and then we build around it.
Right.
Man,
and then there it is. And these songs, ladies and gentlemen, these songs have evolved over the years. They've changed and they've grown a life of their own. And I know what people's biggest question is, when can we hear these songs? Like, where can we go to hear them? Things of that nature. Stay tuned, it's coming.
You can always hear the songs in your dreams.
But Sonic Beauty, we have that on YouTube right now. We got that on YouTube.
Number one song, YouTube, Sonic Beauty, and then the second one is going to be This What You Want.
Which one?
Where again, you'll hear your man Smooth on there doing what he do best, putting his juice on it and making it, really stand out. So I'm excited for y'all to hear that.
Yep, it's a jack of all trades. You get the chance to see him where he first kicked things off with us. You know what I mean? So
there it is.
So he just kept evolving
all the way back. Man, this photo right here.
I remember this day.
Oh,
I remember this day. I remember this day. People were like, dude, they know you dreaded up. I was like, no, I just kept my 2 strands in too long. You know, that's all it was. But yeah, they thought I was dreading up. Yeah, this was early. This was so early, man. I mean, my goodness, man. Look here. I damn near look like Bob Marley's lost son some damn way, man.
I don't know who the hell I am. Like Tay Diggs, I don't know who else.
I see Tay Diggs. Word up.
Oh, he kind of
Yeah.
Still got rule back.
Yeah, man. Bob Marley's nephew or somebody or something.
Thought I was doing something back then.
Yeah, so, same here, man.
Where was that at?
That was at
Human
Park.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Human Park.
That was at Human Park.
This is when I had hair once again. The Genesis house.
Genesis house.
This is every time I got Genesis house was the beginnings for us. This was the beginnings.
Wifey, I had the line and it was Christmas.
But
But I always had a towel. Tease and I, every time we went out, we had to have that towel.
Just about to talk about that, dog. Yeah. Word up. That towel was a brother to us, man.
Yes, it was.
We would get them from downstairs to Hyatt, and we would hit up ISIS, and it would be all the way live from there on. You know what I mean? Yeah, people saw us come with them towels, and they just knew what time it was.
They knew this would be a show. They knew.
In his own, man. In his own. Well, actually, that's just down in the basement. In fact, that was during some of the pictures that Madu was taking. Yep.
So y'all get to see y'all went on the DJ, on the drums, just the perfect.
In the zone, man.
The perfect marriage to what we did.
In the zone. Yeah.
Wait, where was that at?
That was at that spot off of St. Charles Rock Road.
Okay.
Which one?
What was it called? It's like right by St. Charles Rock Road, and it was a Skinker.
Shoot, I can't really pinpoint.
It's closed down now, but matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, because I think the spot you're talking about St. Charles Rock Road before from the previous conversation was when they had, like you said, a little skinny runway.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this is a totally different spot.
Totally different spot. Yeah,
I can't recall where it's at, but.
Yeah.
This was the essence.
Yanni in the middle, Sharon on the left, Tasha on the right.
Yep.
Myself, Fred in the back on the drums. Yeah, just
who drummed for those? Because I don't think you had
right. No, I didn't have. I was saying that too. Like the drums that I had.
Probably cool.
Could have been.
I don't know.
Because he brought his drum sets out sometime.
My goodness, man.
I mean, yeah.
My goodness.
This photo right here.
I remember that day. we went to the loft to take the photos.
Wow.
Sure did.
We went there and they told us to do that, and that was a cool day.
I had the what you call them side handle lining or whatever going on. Yeah, man. That was a cool day. I don't remember it entirely.
I don't remember either. But
I remember us getting together. We did a whole lot that day, actually. I forgot what it is we did, but I remember this photo, though.
No, wait, I'm trying to see. Did we take like a lot of pictures that day?
We did. We took a lot of pictures, but this one was the best one that we.
I remember. Yeah, okay.
This day, let's stay here for a minute, man.
Yeah,
we got to stay here for a minute.
Oh man!
Shout out to Better Family Life.
Right
now, we said we putting it on the table. Everything put on the table. Man, yeah. Shout out to Better Family Life. But you guys got us this day.
Y'all got us so good,
and
man.
not only us, but everyone else performing.
Y'all played us.
So
big time.
We actually got involved with Better Family Life along with other musicians, and they stated they're gonna have this big performance, this very big performance at the park. I forgot the name of the park, but you know they damn near rolled up the red carpet when it came to this. I mean, they had a full-fledged stage, chairs, and I mean, the whole scene was just set up like we about to perform for a million people, pretty much.
And y'all
at least 1,000. Word. So we get there, we get set up, And we're waiting for the people to come.
Where they at though?
Word. All of a sudden, we eventually saw people lining up on the opposite side of the stage, and they were there to take care of their tickets, to get points off their tickets. This went on all day long, and that was the crowd. Not one person came to sit in the chair except for us, who would take turns and watch and perform for everyone else.
We were each other's crowd.
Each other's audience, and
we was told thousands of people gonna be there. CEOs, A&Rs, the who's and who's.
Word. So once again, just like the pageant, we went back into work mode. Like, okay, hey, just in the sense of staying ready. You know what I mean?
And not to mention that they took everybody's money. What was so bad about that was like they was doing this quote unquote boot camp that we ourselves was already doing with our band anyway. Y'all remember that?
I remember.
You remember that, Fred? The exactly what he was doing, showing everybody else, we was already doing that anyway. So I'm like, yo, dude, why are we here?
Word.
We do this already.
Word.
So they took it. They got everybody's money because what they did was they seduced everybody with the idea of, oh, the who's and who's gonna be here. It's gonna be A&Rs. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be like thousands and thousands of people, man. Y'all go shine. So,
I can't recall his name.
Fred, wait, hold on. That same guy tried to join our band.
Yeah.
He came to our rehearsals and wanted to be a part of us. Like, yo, dude, hold up. We remember Buddy.
Oh, man, what was his name?
We remember Buddy.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
I cannot remember his name, but my thing was, so if you were so big and famous and big guy, why you come to us though? Like, you know what I'm saying? So obviously he thought we was dope. Okay, that's cool, but like, nah, man, we remember what you did, and it's like
phenomenal musician in his own right.
He's definitely what I'm talking about. He's a seasoned guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
Cold.
And keyboardist.
Seasoned keyboardist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So man, they played us, man, big time. You know what I'm saying? Let they be listening to y'all, man. Like, before y'all invest y'all money to somebody, like, don't be seduced. This happened to us a lot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Don't be seduced by empty promises. You know what I'm saying? People promising y'all this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, investing in something, and having no actual knowledge of what you're investing or putting your money into is the biggest scam that you can fall for as a artist, as a band member, as whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, always make sure that you just do your research before you start investing to somebody, or before you listen to somebody give you a bunch of empty promises and then it don't fall through, but they already took your money. There's no refund. And the only refund was if all of us would have said, okay, yo, we could have jumped this nigga and take our money back. Which could have happened, but whatever.
Live and learn, pretty much.
Positive, y'all. Positive vibes. I'm sorry.
Right.
Positive.
Live and learn. And the heart was in the right spot, but when it came down to, in that sense, in token, we were fed something entirely different, which we don't condone. But once again, being in the hungry mode and us going about it,
and we went into it blindsided.
Yeah, we just went into it.
Once again, listening to empty promises, and I'm not gonna lie, like Fred said, we being transparent, so I'm gonna be just that. I also will say that basically our whole career, we've been fed with empty promises of this and that,
bamboozled,
and just I would kind of say, I guess it's just the whole thing of us just believing that people would be honest and keep their word and giving people a chance and being disappointed back and forth, but still, yeah, man. Yeah, so
Talk about this one here.
That's the picture that they have in the newspaper. I gotta find it. I just
what you
looked at
talking
it.
about?
Yeah, this is the exact picture they have. Yeah, I remember it, but it was at UMSL. Yeah.
It was like some kind of student fair thing or something they had.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was a good night. That was a very good, positive reason for us being there. And it was a night that was definitely on point, music wise, and for the right moments as well. Yeah, that was backstage back there the same night.
The night.
Yeah, man. Couldn't tell us nothing when we came down there.
I was like, man, do you know all these people who've been in the same room that we in right now? This locker, this green room, whatever.
Right.
Like, another green room was when we did the event for Night Owl at Blueberry Hill.
Yes.
Now, when I say that, for
man.
those who have never experienced it before in life, if you want to feel a high, walk into that green room, you're going to be flying from St. Louis to Colorado.
Yeah.
The room was just full of smoke.
So no.
Man.
Yeah,
Full of smoke. And we was like,
Smoke City.
We was like, dang, but that was like our only experience at Blueberry Hill.
Totally.
But then once again up for Night Owl.
Yeah.
Man.
So that was dope. But yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, this here, it was like, hey, it's about to be showtime. Yeah. I had to look. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing.
I'm telling you.
Saying that they were like, here we go.
I'm telling you, man. Word up.
Here. And then this was doing one of our performances.
Pageant, man.
Yep.
And that was a kickoff. I still remember Fred and I was right backstage, right at the kickoff. We kicked off with Immortal Soul, and Fred gave the introduction. He gave the introduction like a boxing ring manager giving the let's get ready to rumble. It just had that energy. We came out the gate like horses. You know what I mean? And I told the game, we all kept this in the same breath. Yo, if it's not a big crowd of people, perform like it's a million people out there.
Right.
Give your all, because somebody's gonna see you. I always stated that it's always based on the right person is gonna see us. That's the whole ordeal. So give your all. You know what I mean? And we came out the gate just like that. And it was our families out there, and we still gave it all.
Yeah,
we did. I mean, seriously, it was our families out there.
We performed like it was a packed out house, dude. Like I'm talking about, we gave it out. We man.
And then the unfortunate thing is, after we were done, after we opened up, that's when the real crowds came, and we're looking like, you gotta be kidding me. But I guess that we were still in a sense of finding our audience, building our audience, and that's another thing in that regard. This is what internet, well, but it's still internet and all that, but in a sense of well, I guess social media, Facebook and all of that. But that was the moment where that's what I wanted to say about that. I forgot about this, fellas. I forgot to tell them this. I had a dream.
Joe did.
I literally had a dream that we were performing at the pageant, all black, all leather jackets, or just in all black.
Dude, you said, yeah.
I literally had that dream, and it ended up happening. It's just the unfortunate thing that we don't have the entire. This is it. I had this dream. I'm talking MLK style. I had this dream right here that we were going to be looking just like this before it happened. And you got to love when it all comes together. I was like, right on, Lord. Thank you. You know what I mean?
And this was after the show.
This was after the show.
Yeah. You could tell I was pissed about how I looked in that photo.
Yeah.
We all was like, hey, dude.
Yo, Chris, dude, we love you, man. We mad love you. Boy, forever and a day. You know what I mean? It just goes to show that we all make a mistake, man. Man, I love you, man. Straight up. Nothing but love. I mean, seriously, we're not harping on it and all that. We're not throwing you up under the bus, man. But when it's all said and done, this was that time for the world to really see
what it was about.
what we wanted to come with, man. We were so on fire. Right. We got in our rehearsal. We went down that basement
like
and it was
before.
drill. It was drill.
It was drill.
It was military mode.
Dude.
And we before we were about to go to war because we knew we were. We had to put our best foot forward, and that was more than anything for us. We had to have everything on point. Nobody could be slipping, and nobody could be off of time. Nobody could be off the key. And we crammed in there more like 10 to 20, 12 songs and snippets. We gave them a little bit of everything from top, all originals.
No covers.
From the top to the bottom. We threw in there soul jams, we threw in there fast joints. We had everything in there perfectly set up.
And the amount of times we spent in rehearsal trying to practice in show mode was crazy.
Yeah.
Because it was breakdown, it was transition after transition. We couldn't stop.
Totally.
Because we were limited.
Totally. Totally. So and also too, real quick, this right here is where I was saying we got to like 9 people. I think Yanni had unfortunately left us at that point in time. But yeah, this is the biggest that we've ever been.
Yeah.
And
we had more people than the
about 10 people. Okay, about 10 people.
We had more than the Roots and Sly Stone. We was like
So this was always my dream to get us to this mode.
And we accomplished it.
Indeed.
So I guess it's safe to say, man, that like most of what you dream for SoulEra, one way or another happened.
Indeed. Totally. Yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go. Ooh.
Now we're at where at the season level.
Another one of our best shows.
Another one of our best shows.
Oh my God, second time, right?
Second time. This is our second time being at Pops. This is our second time being at Pops. And you know what I mean? Shout out to Don D, but she got us on Pops the very first time. What up, Don? What up, love? How you feeling?
You know what I'm saying?
That was the first time we were on. I think we have a little bit of footage of that here and there, but nevertheless.
Do we?
But
yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. But this is the second time we got on. Homeboy I work with, Light Stripe. Shout out to Light Stripe. What up, man? He got me and my crew on. This is 23. This is I want to say October, November 23, somewhere around there. And this is where we showed up and showed out. You see us as well or engine. You see us as a unit. And we let them know what time it was.
I mean,
this is the night we threw everything at them, from Busta Rhymes to originals.
Another one of my favorite performances. Yep.
Yeah, this is that night, man.
And we've been trying to get that for me too. Remember?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Another one of our best nights, man. We killed that mug. We definitely redeemed ourselves.
Indeed.
So with that being said, fellas, it's that time tonight that we want to go ahead and give you opportunity to have any shout outs, where people can find y'all at as we conclude this wonderful conversation. Cordeyell, you up first.
Well, of course, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to God, man, just for creating life and everything in it. You know, we're all connected. So shout out to God, first of all. Shout out to my beautiful, amazing mother for giving me life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, my brothers, sisters, Nikki, Diamond, Siobhan, Lando, man, and all of us or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Of course, shout out to my brothers here for life, SoulEra, man, with them, I really got a chance to, and being with them, it really helped me bring out that extremely creative side that I've always had in me, and just being a part of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was really able to, bring out the creativeness in me. I've learned how to be so creative, being a part of these guys, man. So, I always shout out to them. And you can find us YouTube at the Immortal SoulEra. And so it's the space Immortal space SoulEra, one word, SOLERA. And
SOUL.
yes, SOUL. I can't believe I messed it up. I used to win spelling bees. That's crazy. And then the rest of the information, I'm gonna let Tease tell y'all the rest.
All right. Well, I have to thank the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything He's done for me and giving me this gift and the vision to make this happen, for me to be able to get a gathering of people, incredible guys and girls, to be able to who had the same exact dream to be able to hold things down. I want to shout out my wife, Veronica. Love you, sweetheart. Be my rock, hold me down. Love to Andrea, love to Lex, love to Ali, and love to my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gillespie. Thank you. Thank you very much for allowing us to make a beautiful noise down in the basement.
Thank you. So much patience.
so much. In order for all those years to be where we're at now, to be able to say it, be somewhere to rehearse and make a beautiful noise. And all the people who believed in us, my siblings, my brother Sham, my two sisters Chris and Diane, and all of my people who believed in us being that we can get even further than we are. And of course, my brothers right here, Cordeyell, Fred, Dion, Mario, Aaron, both Kels, Moses, Ace, Sharon, all the people who rock with us. Terrence, once again, man, I want to tip my hat out to you, man, for getting us in those early stages, because you believed in us, man. Love you for that all the time, all day, every day. What up, Brandy? Says Brandy and all. And I totally want to say this. If you have a dream, it doesn't matter what it is, musician, doctor, fill in the blank. Let no one, and I mean no one, tell you that you can or can't do what it is you want to do. That's your real dream. That's your real goal. That's where you want to be at. You know what I'm talking about? We all need a job, 9 to 5s and 9 to 5s, but the real dream is what you're doing right now. It's every single person's dream to be able to do that. So that's why we once again tip our hat out to Fred for him being where he is now. It's just commencement, as we stated.
Perfect example.
But continue and let no one tell you differently that you can do or be what it is. Let no one tell you what you can't be. You know what I'm talking about? Because when it's all said and done, they're actually telling you you can be the success that you want to be. It's actually reversed. You know what I'm talking about? So let no one tell you that you can't be what you want to be. Do not stop. Grow a fire that no one can put out and go above and beyond, So that's in a nutshell.
And with that being said, everyone, that is Smoooth Conversations, fellas. Amazing.
Right.
Our longest show to date, my longest show to date on Smoooth Conversations, but it was needed. 3 hours of just catching up, reminiscing, reflecting, being transparent. So I appreciate y'all.
This is our MTV diary.
Yes, and one more thing. You can catch us at the Immortal SoulEra. That's TheImmortalSoulEra bandzugle.com. That's our website. And you can also catch us on YouTube at the Immortal SoulEra, youtube.com, as well as Facebook and Instagram, all one word.
And one more shout out to Ayla Alatabi. You are absolutely the greatest, the best. Nothing would be the same without you.
All All right. Well, once again, this is Smooth Conversation, where the conversations are always smooth. Stay tuned for so much more next week as I go live again. And have a great week. Stay blessed. And as I said before, I'm on to a whole new chapter of my life. So pray for me, pray for my family at this time as a new beginning starts right now. So
Yes,
y'all have a great
sir.
one. Smooth Conversations, where the conversations are always smooth.
Woo!
What you have just experienced was brought to you by Smooth Productions. Until next time, stay tuned and stay smooth.